cuts you forgot you loved. Play like you've never heard them before. High energy rock, they bring it. Stripped down acoustic vibes, they've got that too. Even solo performances by frontman Jack Bennett for those intimate moments. They have the right performance for every occasion. Want to see for yourself? Catch Bad Habit this Saturday at Hogs and Heifers in Clinton, and next Saturday, February 15th at Sticky Fingers in downtown Little Rock with special guest Aurora. Do yourself a favor, go see Bad Habit. You won't be disappointed. Visit the guys at badhabitrocks.com. That's badhabitrocks.com, or follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Little Rock Bad Habit for more information. Look, don't just take my word for it. Go ahead, indulge your bad habit.
Bet Saracen presents Pat Bradley every week when he checks in with Randy on Drive Time Sports. The Shooter on Drive Time Sports is brought to you by Bet Saracen, Arkansas's #1 mobile sports betting app. Download it today and win today.
HR services should be simple, reliable, and stress-free. As payroll companies merge, the attention to your business can feel less personal and more complicated. At the Payroll Company, we are proudly independent, offering an employee hotline and dedicated payroll specialists who know your business. Get HR services done right, reliable and accessible every time. Because you deserve a payroll partner who puts you first. No mergers, just white glove service you can rely on to help you hire, manage, grow. The Payroll Company. Visit morethanpayroll.com.
And ESPN Radio Extra Point with Jonathan Zaslow.
I feel like it's a little bit embarrassing for the Browns because the only way they get the really good players, or the players who they feel are really good, because we're also talking about Deshaun Watson here, they have to bribe them. Like, Deshaun Watson didn't want to play for Cleveland, and he literally crossed them off the list when he was deciding which teams he would accept a trade and an extension to. And then the Browns like, okay, but what if we bribed you with this amount of money? And then he's like, oh, of course, then I'll definitely go. I'll play anywhere for this amount of money, including Cleveland. And the same thing has happened with Myles Garrett, where, Myles Garrett, I believe Myles Garrett when he said the goal is not Cleveland to Canton, the goal is to play for and win a Super Bowl. But then the Browns, they bribed him. They bribed him with becoming the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history.
Something amazing is happening at work. Innovative tools are helping people do better work. That's because CDW configuration specialists are multiplying productivity with Microsoft Windows 11 Pro Surface devices. Built-in security, flexibility, and simplified management streamline tasks so your team can get more done. Microsoft and CDW make amazing happen. Learn more at cdw.com/surface.
Build your business with a partner you can trust. The Home Depot. When you join Pro Extra, you get lower than shelf pricing and dedicated support to help you streamline your business and stay on budget. Get dedicated pro support for supply sourcing, custom orders, large equipment rentals, and more. At the Home Depot, we supply the support your job needs with the level of service your business deserves. The Home Depot. How pros get more done.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts
600. What's the O stand for? Oh my God, it's early.
All right, folks, enjoy the show. Stay tuned. We're going live in 5, 4, 3.
Morning Mayhem starts
now. I can't hear myself.
With David BAZZEL, Roger Scott, and Justin Moore. Live from the Oaklawn Racing Casino Resort Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort.
Come to the meeting. Terrible headset. Check. I've already changed it.
Somebody help me get out of Louisiana. Just help me get to Houston town. People there who care a little.
A little more juice. All right, it's 6:09. Let's go. Let's move it. Move it. The 609 Club. You know who you are. You're where you're supposed to be right now. It's
that guy on that. Move it.
Silk suit, he said.
Hey, baby, we're going to be here all day. We're going to be here all day, baby. I like this kind of party. Baby.
Flying over to the Golden State.
I like it a lot.
Swing low chariot, come down easy. Taxi to
All right, here we go. Let's go. Los Angeles. 09.
I said the pool boy. I said pool boy, not pool boy.
Look at all our Los Angeles and 609s on our text line.
I'm so sick of your ignorance. You're so ridiculous. Don't ever call my show again.
You called us.
You're so ridiculous.
Got to be here all day, baby. Look at all these. 870.
Not too good.
479. 530. One more time.
Make it to the telephone.
Los Angeles. 870 says we're headed to Nashville and got you guys on loud and clear.
Oh, way to go, 870.
All right,
Way to
love
Nashville, and Justin Moore's coming back from there.
Look at all the 609ers popping as Texas.
Hey,
wow.
Tatterats. Hey, listen, we've got the new 609 T-shirts.
Yeah.
You can get them at Design Lab in Hot Springs. Look on our streaming platforms. There's a QR code there. Hit that rascal. Order that shirt. I don't know what they cost. What are they, $20?
Something like that. Yeah.
I think so. He's not making anything on it. He's making enough just to pay for the ink, and he gets, and that's worth huffing anyway. But anyway, that's a 609 shirt. You can still get just a Morning Mayhem shirt if and you'd like as well. Oh, and don't forget, Joshua, I've got your 609 shirt in the vehicle. I'll get it at the top at the next break, and you'll put it on and we take a picture.
Here's one at 609. Got my T-shirt. Thank you very much. Here's one that says here's a 609er from 619. Guess what city and state that's from?
San Diego.
That's exactly right.
San Diego, which means what? A whale's
something like that.
Oh,
yeah, vajaja.
619 of that because that was Rey Mysterio's finishing move.
Is that right?
Yep,
I wonder how you knew that so quick.
I did not know. That.
Thanks to everybody who texted us already this morning. We like it. We like it a lot. And
look at Homer.
Yes. What does it say there?
It says Homer is here. I need a shirt.
Yeah. How about last night? Found out that. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Roger.
What's up, Bob?
Good morning, Josh. Our man Justin Moore. He had said something last week. Remember, I brought up the Grand Ole Opry.
Yeah.
And he said something. He said, "Yeah, I think." He said, "I'm going to be there next week or something." And our buddy Shannon Lynn has a private. He's eating dinner on the stage of the Grand Ole Opry. The stage. There's like 3 or 4 tin-top rounds. And he said all of a sudden he's with the publicist for Garth Brooks, and who was the other one? Faith Hill. It was a tribute to Kingsley.
Bob Kingsley.
Bob Kingsley.
I almost said Ben Kingsley.
I know, amongst other things. And also he said all these stars started working at one at a time singing songs. And also about the 5th or 8th.
Was he there for the Bob Kingsley thing?
Yes.
I thought it was somebody else. I thought he was doing for somebody else.
Who?
Shannon.
No, Shannon was there for that.
Okay, I didn't know.
That's what he was on stage for. That's what that sound was behind that. Yeah,
different. Okay.
So all of a sudden, Justin comes out and sings "Small Town USA."
Tracy Lawrence comes out.
Tracy
and sings.
Lawrence.
Winona comes out and sings. Marty Stewart comes out and sings.
Yeah.
There is a list.
And then Winona at the end, right?
Yeah, correct. At least that was.
And then list. Justin has his 2 kids with him, and he drives them back last night. So he'll be up and at him with us this morning at some point.
All right, we'll see.
Anyway,
and any news on whether he gets Aaron Rodgers yet for the Steelers?
Well, I did.
God.
Who did they end up signing yesterday? Was it with the kid from Ohio State? Is that who? Did Pittsburgh sign the kid for? No.
They got DK Metcalf.
Yeah, Metcalf. That was right. That's right.
Good God, Rodgers.
Yeah,
I mean,
we'll see what happens there. Rick Schaefer will be with us today. Brought to you by Edwards Food. John Daly. Brought to you by our new sponsor, Moe's Southwest Grill.
Oh, we like Moe's. Welcome to Moe's.
Yeah, welcome to Moe's. Got Dr. Charles Caldwell. Interesting thing he's got at Baptist Health, Roger. I think you'll find it interesting because it has to do with the heart and athletes. Interesting that they actually focus on the heart of the athlete. So we'll find out with that in the 8 o'clock hour. Chuck Gatlin will be by here as well. Brought to you by Hubbard Power Sports and Family Feud. Brought to you by Southern Bank. Yesterday, if you're an ASU fan, you're half happy. Yeah. The ladies get it done. They beat James Madison in overtime, 86-79. They were down by 17 in the first half.
Yeah.
And the roles just reversed for the men. The men are up by 8 with about 6-7 minutes. I thought this thing's over with. They got the momentum. Man. And then all of a sudden they went stone cold.
I was so apprehensive to text you and say, let's go
Red Wolves. I know.
And then right after that, they fall apart. Do I take a responsibility? No.
Yeah. That's tough.
It is.
It's the second consecutive year they've made it to the championship game and one game away.
Is this coach's second year? I didn't look.
No, Josh. I was going to say, this is all my years run together. Is this his second year or first year at Arkansas State?
I think it's his first year.
I think it's his first year, too. But
I think it is, too, but I want to double check only because.
It's the second?
It has to be because
it's Hodson, right?
Yeah,
we said
Hodson. Brian Hodson.
I think it's second only because I don't think the first guy got there, or they wouldn't have let him go.
It's his second year. We keep doing
this. Yeah. So he's gone back to back where he's gone to the championship game.
Way to go for him.
Killer though, boy. It just makes you sick.
Absolutely. They beat the number 1 seed. They beat the number 1 seed in the Sun Belt last game. And then they get to it this game.
Yeah, it was a 3-4 seed last night. Troy went on the way.
They're up by 8. I remember they had one ball that almost went in, would have put it by 10. I kept thinking, boy, if you just maybe get over that hump and maybe, but Dawson, they could not make a shot, and then Troy could not miss one.
And then the gas went out of them and me.
Yeah. What? Yeah. Gas went out of you.
Yeah, just the gas.
Today you've got the UCA Bears going up to Fayetteville.
Women's team.
Oh, I mentioned
it.
Yeah.
First
half happy.
First ever tournament appearance.
Yeah, it's
that's
good for them.
Go on,
Josh. As I mentioned, it's down 17 to win that one. So, but
undefeated. JMU had not lost a game in the
in conference.
You'll see that sometimes in smaller conferences,
and that's killer for them. They don't get in the tournament
in the league all year. You're perfect in the conference tournament, and then you lose.
So they're UCA has a chance. Their women have a chance to still get to the tournament. They play. Yes. They play tonight.
They do, and they'll play most likely if they win. They play the juggernaut, Florida Gulf Coast.
What does Randy call it?
It's a
juggernaut.
Sorry, it is a juggernaut.
The
6-1. So Baker's does it.
UCA women playing tonight in Conway.
In Conway, 6:30 ESPN Plus. Jamie Brazil and Josh.
You're calling that on TV, and then UCA Bears are playing the Razorback men in baseball tonight.
I think it's also 6:30 on maybe also
SEC Network Plus. Yeah.
They usually play that game in Little Rock, don't they? Sometimes.
Well, the softball team goes back. They split.
They split. I thought Arkansas played UCA normally in Little Rock.
No, it's not always UCA. It's UAPB, and it could be. Yeah, Roger. A lot of things to cover. One, by the way, too. I was looking. Did you see about David Pollock?
No.
I had made a note about it. So David Pollock said this is what he posted. Don't share much of my personal life on social media, but today's going to be different. Says, if you're the praying type, please lift up my wife, Lindsay. She has brain cancer, and surgery was Wednesday at Duke. So thankful to serve a loving God that meets us in our struggles. Anyway, I made a note about that last night when I was looking through the social media. You don't see that happening very often when all of a sudden out of the blue, you hadn't heard anything about it. Also, too, I want to mention about softball. I mentioned the ladies yesterday lost those first 2 games pretty handily to Ole Miss. But did you see about Bree Ellis? leads the nation.
Unreal.
In home runs, tied for first. On base percentage first, and slugging percentage first. That has only been done by one other D1 player through March 10th of a season since 2012. So she's tearing it up.
She's the first player to do it, or only one other player?
The only one other player has done it through March 10th. Didn't say. But I would be surprised. No. I saw the schedule for Arkansas PBS and the games. Now, Josh, are you calling? So there's two ways the games are called for the high school state championship. Mm-hmm. We do it on the Buzz on radio, and Arkansas PBS does TV.
Yeah.
You're only doing radio, correct?
Yeah, I've not broken into the TV rotation yet.
So that's when Acre said he's got 10. He must be talking about the combo. I asked how many games you call him. 5. He goes 10. So surely that's got to be. It's got to be TV, and he can't be doing 10.
He can't do it with 3 barrels. Not with 3 barrels.
I'll be honest here. We're all about doing quality. I'm not sure if you can do 10 games in a weekend.
Well, I asked him yesterday. I said, man, that's a lot of prep. It's a lot of prep.
A ton of prep.
Yeah, it's a ton of
high school, so it's not. It's
you get paid per game.
Yes.
Yes.
All right,
that's why. There's your answer. I mean, right?
Totally.
That's kind
quality
of
doesn't matter.
But 10 is a ton.
I know. That's why.
That's a lot. He's up for it. He'll do his very best. You know that. I just hope he doesn't have Trey Biddy with him.
Speaking of Trey Biddy, spring practice starts yesterday, Roger.
I saw that.
You know, it's crazy. Listen to this.
I like the grading that coach does after the ball game, a couple of games after the ball game, and they go back over it again preseason.
This is crazy. The Hogs are replacing their top how many receivers? Top how many, Roger?
All of them.
Top 4.
Top 8. Andrew Armstrong, Isaac Tesla, Isaiah Satanian, Tyrone Broden, Desmond James. Remember Desmond James? Only had one game. Yeah. Luke Haas, Jaquinda Jackson, and Rashad DeBinion. All those. Oh, wow. So the 9 Razorback receivers. It's
never good when 2 of them are running backs.
I know.
Yeah.
Listen, the 9 Razorback receivers that were listed in yesterday's depth chart combined catches in their career. How many for Arkansas in the game?
I didn't see it.
10.
Okay. Wow.
10. That
9
is
guys
it.
With 10 catches.
I mean, I don't think I've ever heard where you don't have anybody back that's had more than 1 or 2 catches.
The frustrating part is you're replacing your top. You said 8?
Yes.
After a 7-win season.
Yeah.
A great point. Absolutely.
You know, I went back and looked.
A 6 regular season win. Yeah.
I went back and looked, and I heard. Oh my gosh, quarterback, please.
Matt Jones.
No, quarterback for Arkansas.
Taylor Green.
Yeah, I heard Taylor Green talking about they want to be the number 1 offense in America.
That's nice.
I went back and looked. So tell me what the Arkansas offense was ranked in terms nationally of yards per game and total yards for the season.
I would say they were top 50.
Oh, they're much better than top 50.
Yeah, I was going to say, they had a really good production-wise, they were very productive at moving the ball.
Take a shot on ranking.
20?
You really want me just to throw a number out?
Yeah, in other words, whether they're first
20.
or 25 or whatever.
Okay,
what do you think?
15.
They're ranked 10th.
Okay.
10th.
Wow.
Now wait, I'm going to say, well, hold on a minute. So I'm going, you know what?
Sure.
I remember last year going, yardage wise they did,
they moved the ball really well.
But you know what? Their scoring average where they're ranked.
Bad at finishing drives.
44th.
Okay.
So they might be 10th in offensive yards, but they're not converting as many of those for touchdowns.
To me, that's the Tony Romo deal. He holds all the records, but he got them from coming from behind, and he never won anything.
So they're 44th in terms of how many touchdowns they average per game, but they're 10th. So it means
I would venture to say the red zone offense wasn't excellent.
Probably that.
So what do you do? Okay,
Yeah, they were not because remember that the biggest win of the year was that Tennessee game, and then they had the five red zone drives. They scored 19 points.
Yeah, why?
Right? They moved the ball over Tennessee all game. They only scored 19 in the game.
The horrible was the one at Mississippi State where they get down there about 9 times. I think they end up winning.
State?
Yeah, remember they end up getting down there about 9 times. They win the game.
They drilled them.
As I'm saying, but I'm just saying they could have had 1,000 points. But anyway,
why you try to upset people already?
I'm just making an observation from last year to this year. Speaking of Razorbacks, did you see where Drake Greenlaw is leaving the 49ers? A lot of movement yesterday in the NFL. So he's going to the Broncos. 3-year, $35 million. So that young man who's got a great story, he was adopted by I think his coach up there, and $35 million deal. And apparently the Broncos picked up somebody else too. I can't remember who they picked up, but apparently somebody was really bragging on what they did. All right, Roger. Also, today is National Promposal Day.
Promposal.
Did you, Josh? Did you do the promposal?
Yeah, it's a bit early for that.
Did you do it?
Sure. I did. Yeah.
You did? What did you do?
Let's see. My higty school girlfriend she's a good golfer.
Okay.
So I put golf balls out that I think it was just like, will you get a prom with me? I wrote in marker, and yeah.
So like
I also
green.
got her, she lived in New York, so I mean I got her plane tickets to come down and see me.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Wow!
Yeah.
That's a major promposal.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So you had still a lot of lemonade.
It's also Roger National Funeral Director and Mortician Recognition Day.
Okay.
Renata. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you know, yeah.
Renata. High school football and basketball coverage.
Roller Funeral. Yeah, she's a great sports supporter and Touchdown Club too. It's also Roger National Worship of Tools Day.
Okay.
Kid you not?
I'm gonna make a
kid you not?
Joke on that one.
Claw hammer. I like the claw hammer. Claw hammer is so good.
Not
you
what?
Have a hammer. I'm talking.
Who is your favorite tool?
You got your ball peen, and you got your claw. I'm a claw hammer guy.
Okay, so you got what is your favorite tool, and who is your favorite tool? Do you have a new one of those?
Today, it's Trey Biddy.
That's what to say.
Today, thank you, Josh. Today it's Trey Biddy, who is no Danny West.
Roger, one of the other things I was going to mention, we've got a couple things coming up. We're going to be, of course, you've got Boudreaux's tonight.
That's a fact.
You got Mainline. You got Pops Lounge tomorrow night
Correct.
at Oaklawn.
And then I got
Mainline.
Yes.
And then, Sunday night we go over to Hot Springs.
Well, you do.
And then Monday morning we do the show there, and you've got the World Shortest Parade. Well, Grand Funk Railroad.
I know.
Is playing. And Josh, you ever heard of Grand Funk? Have you heard that name? Grand Funk Railroad.
I've heard of the Thunder Mountain Railroad, the ride.
Thunder Mountain.
And you know about when we let the funk out of here.
Yeah, Roger, and I think they're playing Sunday night. And what? Oh, here you go. Some kind of wonderful.
7 o'clock, I think.
You got two hits. That's one of. More than two.
Need a whole lot of money. I don't need a big fine car. I got everything that a man could want. I got more than I could ask for. I don't have to run around. I don't have to stay out all night.
Come on.
'Cause I got me a sweet loving woman, and she knows just how to treat me right.
Let's go.
My baby, she's alright. My baby's clean out of sight. Don't you know that she's some kind of wonderful? She's some kind of wonderful.
So of course the other one is Sweet Sweet Connie, right there, Roger Dodge. And Josh, you've heard the story of Sweet Sweet Connie?
I have not.
So listen to the beginning of this song, and this great historical band.
Rest in peace, by the way.
Mentions Connie, Sweet Sweet Connie, in Little Rock.
And the term.
And it's based on a true story.
We'll break it down to you, like the word prostitution. So what movie was that?
Cowbell.
You got a fever. What was the name of that movie?
Here we go.
For 40 days. Last night in Little Rock put me in a haze. Sweet, sweet Connie doing her act.
Doing her act.
She had the whole show, and that's a natural fact. All night with Freddie King. I got to tell you, poker's his thing. Booze and ladies, keep me right. As long as we can.
Come on, Josh, here we go.
Tonight we're an American band. We're an American band. We're coming to your town. We'll help you party it down. We're an American band.
Night shift. That's what I'm thinking about. Break down the word prostitution.
Chuck, our man Pigskin Preacher, Chuck Mona said, Pride of Flint, Michigan. Of course, there's some Michigan connection.
Sweet Sweet Connie was Connie Hamsey, and she passed away not too long ago. Yeah,
She did.
A few years ago, maybe.
Yeah, Josh,
goes
and
by.
she was known with about getting more
She was
bands
a
than
roadie.
Just Great.
Was it
That's right.
roadie? Is that what you call it? No. What's a roadie?
It's
not a roadie.
Somebody who follows one
Groupie.
band around.
Groupie.
She's a groupie. A roadie.
Yes.
I apologize for all you
roadie
roadies out there.
yeah,
Yeah,
roadie
I
bird.
apologize, Chuck Gatlin.
So you got
And she had a photo album of them.
I'll never forget. I've told you all the story in Jennings Osborne's suite.
Yeah.
Jennings invited her up there. Of course, we have a photographer, and she gets up there, and just to say she started having pictures made with everybody.
Yeah.
unbeknownst to what she was doing while the pictures were being taken.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. Anyway, she was always very nice. She was always very nice.
Very
anyway,
nice.
Grand Funk Railroad plays Sunday night. I thought it was Monday night.
Sunday night.
After the
snap out of it.
Yeah, so there you go. Back to back. Well, a lot of people have asked about you being available. No, you're off limits Sunday night. You've got to rest. You got to be focused. You got to do. If you do anything, it's private.
Absolutely. Yeah. I know there's going to be. I'll have a few things going on in my room, but
the other thing,
it'll be there.
The other thing, you have a theme for today's music, Rod?
You know what? I wasn't going to have one,
right.
But here's the deal. But on the way in, as I do a lot of things, a last-minute preparation,
yes.
I do have one.
Okay.
So we'll have.
We'll start that in the.
And we've got baseball tickets to give away, Josh?
We do.
Okay, so why don't we do
If you want to go see them tonight, you can. We have tickets for tonight.
Wow. Okay.
That'll be tough.
That'll be tough.
Yeah.
But you know what? Here's the deal. They're digital. So if you're in Northwest Arkansas and you want to play the game, we can give them to you.
That's good.
We can give them to you.
All right. So the other thing, obviously, the Razorbacks play noon on Wednesday.
Yes.
So did you see the story today? Now, we have pretty much all agreed that the Razorbacks are in. But, there's one guy in the bracketology business that says they got to beat South Carolina. It is Palm.
Jerry Palm. He has him in.
Well,
when I checked yesterday, he had them in the field.
Let me tell you the way the wording goes. I'll find it for you.
Jerry's really good too. I like him a lot.
Yeah, Lenardi has them in, but he acts like that they need to win that game. I'm like,
the reason why you'd argue they have to win that game is because it's basically the protection, right? Because it hurts you if you lose. A neutral court loss against South Carolina is a stain, but I would say this. That puts you most likely in Dayton in the first four. I do not think a loss to South Carolina puts you out of the tournament.
Here's what it says. He says, quote, Arkansas gets another shot at the Gamecocks in the opener of the SEC tournament. A win there should be enough to punch their ticket.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, is he saying if he don't?
You always want to leave yourself a little bit of latitude.
Lenardi, we're in. That's not an issue at all.
I mean, I would say that we could all agree.
I think they're in.
Against South Carolina in a 2-week stretch, one neutral, one road, would not be a good look. But that's the only big stain on the resume.
Sustain, Roger. You hear what he said? Sustain.
I heard what he said.
Sustain.
It's a stain on the resume.
Yeah.
It's a resume.
One loss is a dot.
Yeah.
2 losses is a stain.
Very good. You know what? You're absolutely right. That is a stain. Can we wash it white as snow?
Roger. Oh, yeah, very nice. When we come back, will we have your first song, your first tease of the day? It's 6:30
we
or no?
Coming on at 7.
We got Rick Schaefer and John Daly in the 7 o'clock hour.
I'll say yes.
Okay. Don't go away. 6:30.
Yeah, because what we'll do is we'll play a couple of those now because we'll be having the
deserves it. 609ers. 609ers.
You're absolutely right. This is, and somebody sent us did you see that?
A picture of them, of us in the...
Yeah, and the T-shirt. You see the shirt?
No, they've already got their shirt on.
It's on the TV,
job.
Right? Or is that them standing in front of it? What are they doing?
I don't see it.
You don't see the shirt?
I don't see it yet. I'll look through these. Thanks, everybody, for texting. 661-1037. Baby.
Coach Kevin Kelly joins the Zone each Wednesday, presented by your locally owned Little Rock Athletic Club and Racket Club. Join now, save 30%. Pool season is right around the corner. LRAC.com.
This is SportsCenter.
For the first time in their program's history, Arkansas State women's basketball is going to the big dance. They beat JMU, who was undefeated 18-0 in Sun Belt Conference play. For the championship game yesterday, they defeated them 86-79 in overtime. Chrislyn Rose had 23 points as the Red Wolves finished the year at 23-10, 15-3 in the league, and pushed their way into the NCAA tournament. Arkansas State's men did not have such success. They lost in the Sun Belt championship game yesterday, 94-81 against the Troy Trojans. They finished the year at 24-10, 13-5 was their Sun Belt mark. Another Arkansas team trying to fight their way into the NCAA tournament. The Central Arkansas Bears, the number 2 seed in the Atlantic Sun, host Lipscomb tonight at 6:30 on ESPN Plus in one of the semifinal games in the Atlantic Sun. The winner of that game will take on the winner of Eastern Kentucky and Florida Gulf Coast. I'm Josh Neighbors for the Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
Warm and windy today with a high of 80 degrees in Little Rock. Tonight, clear sky, cooling off down to 51 degrees. Tomorrow, mainly sunny with a high around 78. Then tomorrow night, a 70% chance of rain showers. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please, turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
You choose, you win. The crowd goes wild. The 2025 Bud Light $10,000 Bracket Challenge is your chance to win a 50-inch TV. Submit a perfect bracket and you'll win $10,000. Pick 60 games correctly, you'll win $1,000. Registration is open now at 1037thebuzz.com. It's the Bud Light $10,000 Bracket Challenge from 1037 The Buzz.
This is the Pigskin Preacher, bringing you the word. Rico Cardi was a skilled, powerful hitter who might have been one of the greats, if not for injuries. Jim Bouton writes of him, a note about Rico Cardi. He doesn't trust banks. He also doesn't trust the clubhouse valuables box. So that big lump you see in his back pocket during games is his wallet. Cardi was asked about the faster pitching these days, and he answered, you think Aaron, Mays, Clemente, Dick Allen, and Orlando Cepeda couldn't hit this pitching? Or me? I'd kill it. Hitting line drives with his wallet in his back pocket. Looking for a thoughtful gift? Double B's has Exxon and Phillips 66 gift cards available. Imagine how cool it would be if someone bought you a tank of gas for your rig. Now be that guy and do unto others. Double B's. It's where you gas it, grab it, and go. That's Double B's.
Pickup truck, sports car, motorcycle, minivan, townhouse, two-story, farmhouse, fixer-upper. What you drive and where you live is different for everyone, so it's important to have insurance that fits your needs and is just right for you. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that, which is why our agents help you design a comprehensive auto, home, and life insurance plan. Insurance that fits just right.
See Shelter Agent Richard Yeager in Little Rock or Todd Martin or Seth Boyd in Jacksonville.
Highland Pellets is a leading producer of sustainable wood pellets based in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. They are committed to providing renewable energy solutions by transforming locally sourced wood into clean, efficient biomass fuel for global markets. Highland Pellets is a significant contributor to the regional economy, creating jobs, supporting local forestry, and driving environmentally friendly innovation. View open jobs such as heavy equipment operators, journeymen, apprentice electricians, supervisors, and millwrights. Apply online at highland-pellets.com.
Want to reach the show? Well, give us a call or text at 501-661-1037. Welcome back to Morning Mayhem.
Sing it if you know it.
I was feeling the blues. I was watching the news when this fella came on TV. He said, I'm telling you that science has proved that heartaches are healed by the sea. That got me going without even knowing. I'm packed right up and drove down. Now I'm on a roll and I swear to my soul, tonight I'm gonna paint this town. So bring me two pina coladas.
We were 0-5. They put us all in the coffin. They just didn't put the nails in.
So good.
Captain Morgan, will we never leave dry land? Hey, troubles, I forgot 'em. I buried 'em in the sand. So bring me two pina coladas.
All right.
She said goodbye to her good time.
Is that the first of your songs?
That is the first of today's theme.
I think I might have an idea.
You don't?
Won't say.
Okay.
You think you know what it
I
is?
have an idea of what it is.
Nobody's getting it yet. And you're just off of one. You're going to base it off of one. Okay.
One. I think I'm thinking time of year.
Okay. Nice.
JM texting us. He said he won't be on until 8 o'clock. He's getting the kids off the bus. So how cool would that be if you're JM's kids to get to go on the bus to Nashville to go with Dad to the Grand Ole Opry? Or would it be? Or do you go, you just get to explore, You know, you just get to, hang out and do what you want to do. They'll remember that one of these days. I was trying to think when I was a kid, my equal to that would be going to the fast pitch softball games and playing cup ball.
Playing what ball?
Cup ball. You ever CUP, cup.
Google Cupids.
You know what? You know what cup ball is. Remember those old plastic
that's what you call
cups that you would get at the
concession
wax stands?
They were wax.
Yes. And they were great for.
They were hard.
That's right. If you tighten those suckers up, you could.
Before
flip them.
styrofoam, Josh, they were cups and they had a wax lining so you could hold coffee.
In addition to all the sports news, I wanted to mention one of our questions today. So this place, I don't know where it's located. Oh, it's in Australia. A place called Bubba Pizza is trying a new pizza.
Don't.
You ready for this?
No, I'm not.
Oranges.
It could have been a lot worse.
Ham and oranges.
It could have been a lot worse.
What they've done, they basically replaced the pineapple with orange slices.
It's a bit too acidic for me, but I understand. I understand the premise.
I know it's a bit too acidic for you. Do you like?
Yeah, you heard it. You heard it.
That's good.
I like pineapple on pizza. I do. Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Raj? In or out on that?
I'll give it a try. Absolutely,
Would you?
Yeah.
Have you had pineapple?
I like the pineapple. Yeah. Oh,
yeah. It's great.
Big fan.
People have,
and Boudreaux's, that's one of the two pizzas.
Yeah.
I guess.
Do you do full ham Hawaiian? Do you do the
correct
the ham? Okay.
Correct.
If you just joined the show, congratulations to the Arkansas State women who are going to the NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
First time ever.
Help him out.
First time ever. And then the men, though, on the other side, don't get it done for the second year in a row. By the way, the women won in overtime 86-79. They were down by 17 points in the first half. They advanced, but the men not so lucky. They lose 94-81, and they tell you the game was much closer than what the final score was.
I was surprised that final score ended up where it was.
I mean, Arkansas State could not make a shot, and Troy could not miss the last 5 minutes. So you got that happening. So half of that, the fan base is happy. At least the one who's
Pinion got 10 points. He finished with
10. Yeah. I don't think he had a great game.
He had a great game on the semifinal, though. Pinion.
Yeah.
He had a really good game in the semifinal.
Bradley did a great job. He's doing everything he could. Pat called that.
Yeah, he did. I thought he did a good job.
Absolutely.
Yeah. UCA, I mentioned, plays the Razorbacks tonight in baseball. UCA is 5-8. Arkansas scores 15-1. What is the start time on that? 6 p.m. tonight.
Yes.
And then we mentioned the
women
play Lipscomb tonight at 6:30 at the Ferris Center. Yeah, our man Josh will be on the TV call.
Yeah, with my favorite broadcast partner I've ever had, JB Brazil.
Yeah,
he's the man. He's going to be a star.
I like it. I was looking at Kevin McPherson, who also does Randy's show, looking at some of the hoop hogs for the last 5 games. Wagner, 15. He's averaging almost 16 points a game in the last 5 games. Nelly Davis, 15 points a game. Ivicic, 13 points a game. Knox, 11 points a game. Adu, 10.5 points a game. Brazil, 8.5 points. Richmond, 7.5 points. I mean, all these dudes in the last 5 games, man,
stepped up. Right? Yeah. We got to elevate your game when your scorer is out, right?
Yeah.
And I would say the good news for Arkansas really is the fact that because Thero, always says like heart and soul, right? Well, just by the fact that he was not a good 3-point shooter, so Thero's game was much more around the rim, at the elbow. He's a really good rebounder. So all of the guys who are bigger, who have more size, who they need to be better around the rim, have been. So Adu, you saw 21 and 10. Brazil, obviously, Texas and Vanderbilt, he was fantastic. So the guys who need to be their tough guys, the guys who are going to finish around the basket, the guys who are going to rebound around the rim, obviously, those guys have had to step up. And I think a more significant way than maybe the guards have.
And then the other guy that I mentioned, we played this clip of Acree saying the season's over, and I said, hey, what about DJ Wagner thinking that he can maybe it will help him? And you know what he's done the last 2 games? Averaged 19 points a game, 4 assists per game, 2 rebounds a game, shooting 67% from the field. Is that right?
Yeah, what'd y'all think when he took that step back 3 late in the game? Were you guys thinking, no, yes?
Well, he's been the last couple games he's been clutch, and so, but I'm thinking, but
he can create a lot of space. He's such a good... He has really good. I think it's something we don't mention a lot, but he just seems really good, like a really, really good ball handler. Right?
Listen,
he just seems really in control of his dribble all the time. And he creates space well.
After watching the Kentucky game, he showed us what he could do, what he was capable of. We were talking about prom earlier, Raj. Did you see what Steve Carell did?
Yes.
So pretty cool. I think the name of the organization is Alice Kids, and so some of these kids out there, you think about it, in L.A., lost everything. And so this is prom season. And so this Alice's kids offered to pay for prom for the seniors at 6 high schools in Pasadena. So if you've already paid for your prom and tickets, they'll reimburse you. Now, I don't know how much that is, but I think the total cost was $175,000. But that's cool.
That's
nice,
baby crap.
nice.
I mean, you understand the fun part behind that with his character Michael Scott in The Office.
No, I don't,
because he had done something. One of the episodes, which was one of my favorite shows when it was on, but when he left, boy, did it jump the shark big time.
Right.
One of the things that he did, trying to be a great guy, and that's he being Michael Scott. If you know Michael Scott, he went to a grade school and told them all when they graduate, he's going to get them all.
Scott's
Tots. What?
Scott's Tots.
Exactly. Scott's Tots is what he's called.
What is that?
He was getting that was because his name is Michael Scott. These were grade school kids, and he was going to pay. He was going to pay all of them for college.
Wow.
Absolutely.
And then what was the joke?
Well, the joke is that he didn't
do it.
Yeah, he was not going to do that. He just did it because he was wanting to be.
Oh,
hey, this is cool. I'm going to do it.
They beat him up.
Well, they got high school and all that, and it came around.
The kids all got to graduation because they thought their college was getting paid for.
Yeah.
So they finished school because they're like, yes, finally.
Yeah.
So they show them coming up to him and go, well,
"Oh, he goes to the school. It's in the paper. All these things are happening."
What does he do? How does he get out of it?
He can't do it. He finally has to tell him he can't do it.
Oh no!
I think what was he going to do? He was going to buy him maybe a computer, and then maybe just give some internet, something like that. So it was tough. And
I never watched. I see
You're not a TV show guy.
Listen, I love that show though. I love the funny parts, but I've never really watched it from a season or a whole episode. It was
great. I put it ahead of Seinfeld for me for the longest time, but now all I listen to every day is Seinfeld episodes.
You listen or watch?
Listen.
You don't watch, you listen. Okay.
I listen.
You can visualize the
I've seen it enough to know.
Right.
Yeah,
They're only like 4 or 5 settings.
Absolutely. So it's like Smokey and the Bandit. I can listen to it and know the saying. Yeah.
I'm trying to. My schedule will allow me trying to every day try to hit something, whether it be TV show, movie, whatever. So yesterday, I sort of was working on my computer and also watching. Remember what Justin suggested? What he started watching yesterday?
Yeah, no.
Oh my God!
Wait a minute.
American Primeval.
Yeah.
Holy!
No.
You know what it's like, Roger?
I remember that.
It's the DiCaprio movie where he gets.
Revenant?
But it's like the Revenant. TV. It's like 30 minutes. It's just like
2 hours. Revenant was enough. For me.
Oh my gosh! It was like wow because he said it was dark. It's heavy.
I don't know it.
It's about during the time in the 1800s where out in Utah. You got the Mormons out there. You got slaughters taking place.
How brutal the push west was.
Yeah.
I mean,
Total.
Yeah.
The way America kind of spread its wings.
Right.
Not pretty. Not a pretty picture.
I was up very late last night, and so I put in the background, rewatched The Reacher last episode before the next one came out, and then I went back and watched The Reacher with Tom Cruise in the background.
They're just so good.
It's so good. It's so good.
He's so.
I love it when he's in the office and he looks around.
Yeah,
he goes, You're my attorney, aren't you? And then he goes, you know what code 3224 says? And he said, no, sir. He said, because you're special officer, the rules don't apply. You're going to jail, sir.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the military. Anyway, that's the jerk face, and of course he dies in it too. And this was the second one.
Oh, okay. See, I don't know which one was first, which one was second.
You don't?
The one with Gone Girl in it, boy, she's very bouncy. In the one where Step Brother's dad plays the Gone Girls. She's in the Gone Girl movie.
The woman,
the chick that plays Gone Girl, I think that's who she is. She played in another movie here more recently, but she's very, very, very.
Rosamund Pike.
She's enhanced, and her dad is Step Brother's dad.
Yes.
In that, so is that the first one or the second one?
That's the first one. Yeah.
And you see him in that one where he's walking into the bar, the bar at that first time, and you got to know that everybody else either he's on apple boxes or everybody else is sunk down because he's level with all of them.
I expect you to get this answer. What was the nickname? Don't blurt, Josh. What was the nickname of the bad guy? They had it. What was it?
Oh, listen, and I'm not going to say at the very end of it what he did because it's what you're supposed to do to every single bad guy in the movie.
It was a nickname they gave him.
He was prisoner. He was prisoner.
That's it. But it was.
I'm not even sure what movie you're talking about.
You left us. You looked away.
No,
you did.
I was.
You left this for a second. Yes.
No, you're talking about Reacher?
The Reacher first one.
Yeah, no, I followed the conversation. I couldn't tell if we were on something else.
No. So what was the name of the nickname of the
bad guy? Who didn't have a bunch of
villain?
I never watched Reacher.
Okay. The movie?
Yes.
I have a little interest in Tom Cruise.
What? You have little interest in Tom.
At this point of his career.
Oh, at this point, okay.
He's playing himself now.
Okay, so
he likes oranges on his pizza, though.
Mission Impossible?
So Tom Cruise, Top Gun?
Well, Top Gun Maverick is fine, but he's still just playing himself.
So, you don't like an action. You don't like him playing an action guy.
He's actually doing it.
You like that?
He's acting.
You like that, okay.
Right.
Any action, you don't like any action. Mission Impossible, you don't like that.
I don't like that.
All right, well, guess what? When we do our movie review thing, the movies we got to give him.
Do you remember it? Is it coming to you?
The name?
Yeah.
Well, I know
it's like the Vic. It's like the Vic.
Yeah.
It means prisoner. Prisoner. Yeah.
He's in whatever language.
How his fingers are gone or something.
Gnawed off and all that you got to do.
He's a good bad guy.
He's a great bad guy.
It's like the Vic or the Mick or the Jick or something. I don't know what it is. It's some weird. We'll look it up during the break.
Right.
Or you can text it to us. 661-1037. Is this part of your song too, Roger?
It is.
All right, Roger, his second song. No.
Got a clue?
This time I found a keeper.
Well, it's the second guard song in a row.
Oh, okay.
The perfect combination is her on mine. The sky's the limit. No hill is too steep. We're playing for fun, but we're playing for keeps. Turn on the curtain, honey. Turn the lights down low. We'll find some country music on the radiator.
Good cheer, and maybe even a green beer or two. But you know what's not lucky? Getting behind the wheel after drinking. St. Patrick's Day is one of the deadliest holidays on our roads. In 2022 alone, 74 people never made it home because of drunk driving crashes. And you think your bar tab is steep? A DWI can cost you thousands in fines, you're gonna lose some wages, and your insurance rates are gonna skyrocket. Honestly, I don't think orange is either one of our colors. So this St. Patrick's Day, if you plan to drink, plan a sober ride home. Call a cab, use a ride share, or phone a friend. And if it's your turn to be designated driver, take that role seriously. Do not consume alcohol, not one single drink. Do not depend on the luck of the Irish. Celebrate smart, drive sober, live to toast another day. This is a message from the Arkansas Highway Safety Office.
For the fun. For the smiles. For the adventure. For inspiring a love of nature.
Ooh.
For conserving wildlife and wonder forever. For an unforgettable experience. Wow. Celebrate 100 wild years at the Little Rock Zoo this spring break. Visit littlerockzoo.com for details.
Clint Sterner here. Let's talk about feeling your best, fellas. If you don't feel that same energy and strength, maybe you're feeling moody or it seems like you lost that drive with your partner, it could be low testosterone. Testosterone therapy or TRT may be the answer, and you'll find the true experts over at Low T Center. Getting tested is fast and easy, y'all, but we aren't all the same, so don't settle for the standard dosage TRT program that you may find elsewhere. I learned about the personalized therapy at Low T Center and the results you can expect with customized TRT, so don't put it off. Go to lowtcenter.com right now to book your appointment online. That's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
This is Pat Bradley for Wood Grill Buffet. Wood Grill has the state's largest and freshest buffet with 190 items, including 30 meat items, food bar, salad bar, and dessert bar. Wood Grill is open Thursday through Sunday for lunch and dinner. They have 2 large private dining rooms, and Wood Grill also does catering. Wood Grill Buffet can drop off any order with staff service for 25 to 1,000 people. Wood Grill is at exit 118 in Benton, 1916 Congo Road, or call 501-778-9656. Check them out.
Hello, Buzz listeners. It's Chris Zender here at Frank Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep in Sherwood. It's Ram Truck Month, and we've got the biggest discounts, plus 1.9% financing for 72 months on all new half-ton Rams. Also, we have $8,000 discounts on all new 2500s with no payments for 90 days. Nobody beats a Fletcher deal on Rams. And we've got the Jeep Wrangler up to $9,000 off. And the new Jeep Compass, lower than it's ever been. We got them starting at $22,975. That's for a brand new Compass with payments starting as low as $459 a month. Credit problems are no problem for us. If you have credit problems in the past, don't give up. Go to FletcherCredit.com and get pre-qualified. Then come in and let us help you get the vehicle you need. Folks, we're making deals every day like it's the last day of the month. Just tell us what you want and how much you want to pay, and we'll do the rest. Shop Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood before you buy anywhere else. Come see us in person at Fletcher Dodge on Warden Road in Sherwood, or shop online at FletcherDeals.com.
HR services should be simple, reliable, and stress-free. As payroll companies merge, the attention to your business can feel less personal and more complicated. At the Payroll Company, we are proudly independent, offering an employee hotline and dedicated payroll specialists who know your business. Get HR services done right, reliable and accessible every time. Because you deserve a payroll partner who puts you first. No mergers, just white glove service you can rely on to help you hire, manage, grow. The Payroll Company. Visit morethanpayroll.com.
This is Pat Bradley for Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union in Benton, where they know you by name and you're treated like family. Earn up to 6% interest with a free Kasasa checking account. It's your money. Stop paying for other checking accounts. With Kasasa, earn money instead of paying by doing the things you already do, like using your debit card. AlcoaCommunityFCU.org.
Can't listen to the radio? Don't worry. You can catch Morning Mayhem live every day. Just download the 103.7 The Buzz app.
Look at me. This shit happens. We just went on a gauntlet of games, and you guys brought it every game. What did I tell the staff? We're going to have one of these where you go 0 for 18. Look, I've done this so long, I know. Let's just get ready for Tuesday. My focus is now Vandy on the road, another really good team. We're a really good team. You can't play the way you played today. You can't accept, I'm going to let this dude punk me. I'm not.
Calipari, Razor's Edge. Mondays at 10 on Vice.
I'm telling you, that if you saw the body language in the locker room after the game against South Carolina.
You know what, you're right, he did say that. I missed
That's okay. Blank happens. Oh, great song, Roger.
And what is a lonely number?
But hey, Roger, he nailed it. He said, forget about it. He said, I told you guys, I told our staff, we're going to have one of these games. He said, you went through a grind winning those two games before. Which one? They're Josh, Texas, and Missouri. Wasn't it?
Missouri.
Yeah, but yeah.
I don't want to get into another man's, how much?
A lot.
I don't want to get into another man's heart. And I don't want to try to even pretend that I know what someone is thinking and call them out by.
Yes.
But when he said the other day that this is, what was the term he used? The grittiest, the most hard-fighting team that he's ever been around.
Yes, how about that? You can't give it up. Wow.
I'm too cynical. I'm sorry. I'm too cynical.
It's the most unique circumstance he's ever been in as a coach. We have 7 players. Start from scratch. 7
players.
But
that's not what he said.
It's not. You're right.
But he said the hardest fighting.
Yeah, I know, and I'm sorry, I'm cynical.
I understand that
because we live in a cynical world, bro.
You need to let it go.
You need to let it go.
Celebrate.
I'm trying to, but you're bringing up crappy football stuff.
I thought it's a good point because I thought the same thing as Roger, but then I thought about it, and I was talking with some people the other day about there's something about covering and following a bubble team that makes it a lot more exciting.
Sure.
Because every game is so important. Like for using my team's example, Missouri's been in for months and months.
For sure.
So I mean, it's all about them just trying to find their best form. Arkansas is fighting every single game to get in the tournament.
Yes.
So there's something exciting about that. And for Cal, I think there's something more rewarding, especially considering it's his first year. He had to completely flip the roster, and this team is talented they're very, very talented. This is still a talented group.
We've won national championships. We won conference championships.
I think the 7
I'm
guys.
sorry. I'm not hating. I'm just cynical.
I think the 7 guys, like Baz said, is something. The fact that they've lost two.
Well,
two
you know what? You brought that on yourself.
Yeah. They lost their 2 best players. Their 2 best basketball players are hurt.
You guys can text Navy Raj on that one.
You can blame Baz Biddy. He's Baz Biddy.
Biddy Baz.
Renata Jenkins Byler's listener. She goes, thanks for the shout out from your number 1 609er.
Yeah.
So, you know, we actually remember we did our show a couple years ago in her facility out in Benton and Bryan.
Were you here, Josh?
I was.
Okay.
And then, speaking of Benton and Bryant, they're both in the state championships this weekend. Yeah, so what? So that song, that was part of your theme,
That was part of my theme. Now, we've got Razorback baseball tickets up for grabs. There's a game Sunday. If you'd like those tickets and you live up in Northwest Arkansas, let us know. Because we don't want them to go to waste. But if you're going to drive up there today, that's pretty big of you, but I doubt you are. So if you're up there in Northwest Arkansas, maybe you don't even have to get the right answer to get those tickets.
The first Reacher movie, it was the Zek. He was the
Zek. Okay,
Zek,
that's the first one.
Which means, I think it means prisoner.
Remember, you wanted this.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, he takes his absolutely.
And then the second one, he goes, when I was watching last night, he goes, the phone's going to ring. And he said, this is what they're going to tell you. And then it starts ringing. He goes, are you going to pick it up?
Yeah.
It's just going to keep ringing.
Yeah.
It's so good.
That's a good one when they open up with that scene in the little diner. Yeah.
Someone says Lincoln Lawyer series on Netflix is damn good. The problem there.
Lincoln Lawyer? No. I don't know. I tried to watch it. I know. I just can't do it.
Lincoln Lawyer.
Yeah.
I'm spoiled by it. I can't watch. What movie is better than the series, or what series is better than the movie? If there's been any. I mean, I know MASH. I don't know of anything else that's happened. What
Friday Night Lights TV
Friday
show.
Night Lights, okay.
Is
that good?
I've heard that people say that was good.
Is that right?
I love the movie, but the TV show is better.
Well, Star Trek movie and series, same thing, because it was the same characters, not the new ones, not the younger version, but the original. So when they did the movies, they actually brought the entire cast back. What other movies did they do that was based on TV or, Baz, you showed me something last night. You showed me the fight between $6 Million Man in 1975.
It was the greatest episode of television for a young kid.
He's fighting. Thanks, Josh.
Yeah. $6 Million Man fights the Bigfoot, and it's Andre the Giant.
Yeah, it's a robot Bigfoot.
Great makeup.
Unbelievable. And we hung on every.
His eyes were.
We didn't get to go to the bathroom or anything.
I forgot he ripped his arm off.
Ripped it off, and it was robotic.
Yes,
it was a bionic Bigfoot.
How does We're silly boys. All right, got Schaefer and Daly coming up next, and we got you. Don't go away.
Radio for Arkansas Sports Geeks by Arkansas Sports Geeks. All day, every day. 103.7 The Buzz. KABZ Little Rock.
Great Scott! Back to the Future is now on stage, and it's a jaw-dropping spectacle rapes USA Today. When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're going to see some serious entertainment. March 12th through 16th at Robinson Center. Get your tickets yesterday at CelebrityAttractions.com.
Connor has cash at the Pickles Gap Weapon Shack in Conway. Connor will buy your used weapon, or he will buy your entire collection. Connor has the cash, and he wants to buy your used weapons. Check them out online at picklesgapweaponshack.com. Highway 65 North, Conway.
What's going on, everyone? DJ Williams here with the Buzz. We always got a great lineup for you. Dave Warlock's going to come on, talk about the NCAA tournament. March Madness is approaching closer and closer. Can't wait to cover it all. Eli Craner's going to join us each and every week. Always excited to see what he has to say. Don Dugan from Dugan's is going to have the scoop when it comes to the St. Patty's Parade right here in the capital city. Going to wrap it up with Susan Irwin-Pross. Thanks to Willie D's with your Entertainer's Guide to the Weekend. Make sure you tune in The Zone, where sports and entertainment come crashing together.
We're the original social media you don't need a smart device for. But we'll also meet you there, too. 103.7 The Buzz. KABZ Little Rock. Buzz News with KARK's Claire Kreitz.
State lawmakers are considering a bill that could allow drivers to continue through red lights. The bill would treat intersections like stop signs. All drivers would still be required to stop at red lights, but if no one else is at the intersection, you could proceed through it. The bill made it through a committee and will be heard in the Senate this afternoon. One of the former Crawford County deputies caught beating a man during an arrest in 2022 is appealing his sentence. Levi White was sentenced to more than 5 years in federal prison for using excessive force, but his co-defendant was only given a year in prison plus a year of supervised release. White's attorneys say the punishment is unreasonable and that the difference in sentences between the co-defendants is unjust. They are asking the appeals court to vacate White's sentence and order a resentencing. This is Claire Kreitz for the Buzz Radio Network.
Floyd's Seafood, Kill Avenue in Sherwood is your homesick Cajun headquarters. King cakes are in, live crawfish too. Place your orders by 2 p.m. Thursday for weekend boils. FloydsMeatandSeafood.com.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
It's going to be another beautiful sunny day, but it'll warm up to 80 degrees, plus a little windy. A southwest wind 10 to 20, maybe some gusts around 25 miles per hour. Tonight, a clear sky will drop off to the lower 50s. Tomorrow, a mainly sunny day, highs in the upper 70s. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please, turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Tune in to Out of Bounds to hear from Captain Kendall Diggs. Brought to you by Stephen Elmore with Shelter Insurance. For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Shelter Agent Stephen Elmore or give him a call at 501-537-0959.
Hey folks, Roger Scott here. And yes, I know you hear me promoting many of our beloved clients on the bus, and they are all special and dear to me. So to all of those clients, I say thank you. In fact, my wife thanks you as well, along with our Amazon delivery person who comes by the house daily because of you. But let me tell you about a client that's been near and dear to my heart for over the past decade. Very special client who's become a friend of me and my family over the years. In fact, they've become like family too. Yep, that's right. Of course, I'm talking about Gravely Mowers. I've been a proud Gravely owner for years, and I've used everything of theirs from the 21-inch push mower to their 72-inch commercial unit, including my favorite, the ZT Heavy Duty 60-inch. And now is the best time to get the brand new Gravely of your choice too. Why do you ask? How about 0% interest over 48 months? Now you're interested? Sure you are. So join the Gravely family if you hadn't already by stopping at your local Gravely dealer today, like Dacus Rental in Searcy or Haynes Home Center in Morrilton.
The king of Arkansas sports talk, Randy Rainwater for Bet Saracen.
In Arkansas, 7 out of every $10 placed on a sporting bet app is with Bet Saracen, because Bet Saracen offers more ways to win and more ways to get paid, and faster. Find your winners on Bet Saracen and look for my Double R prop bet specials. I pick them and you win them.
Bet Saracen is Arkansas's favorite sports wagering app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-522-4700.
Loyalty is a word the family market doesn't take lightly, and that's why we offer our Loyalty Fuel program, where you can save 5 cents per gallon every time you fill up at any of our 4 locations when you're using your family market rewards card. Or with any large fountain drink or large cup of community coffee, you can earn an additional 5-cent savings each time as well. And don't forget about Big Mondays with mid-grade gasoline the same price as regular. Family Market in Shannon Hills, Malvern, and Pangburn, along with our newest Family Market convenience store in Mayflower, just off I-40.
It's time once again to rock the block with the 3rd Street Merchants Association St. Patrick's Day Block Party. Come join us Saturday, March 15th for a day of fun and libations. The Irish Cultural Society Parade begins at 1 o'clock, and we'll have beer tents, local vendors, step dancers, and the Carla Case Band outside. And the Dilemma will be inside on the Guinness Music stages. So bring a valid ID, and maybe you'll find your pot of gold at our end of the rainbow.
All your friends are dining, all your friends are drinking, all your friends are loving it here at Coogan's Pub.
If you're like a lot of people I know, you're spending a lot of time at home this year watching basketball and other sports, and your home's your happy place. You may be noticing, though, the scuffs and faded colors on your walls, and that can drive you crazy. That's where CertaPro can help with a paint refresh. They can make your experience worry-free, starting with a free estimate. They're always easy, and they get you a quote right away. Schedule your estimate online at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. And each CertaPro painter's business is independently owned and operated. When choosing a painting professional, the choice is simple. Choose happy. Choose CertaPro Painters.
Hey Arkansas, Montana with Hubbard Power Sports in Russellville. We're your Arkansas Can-Am and Sea-Doo dealer. Are you looking for your next adventure? On the road, on the water, or in the trails? We've got the ride for you. At Hubbard Power Sports, Can-Am and Sea-Doo of Russellville, we are proud to say we offer the best customer service around. We've won multiple awards for our level of excellence in many different categories, but our customer service is the one we're the most proud of. Come and see us Monday through Saturday or give us a call. See our current inventory, apply for financing, and value your trade at our website, hubbardpowersports.com.
Fort Thompson's in Sherwood end of season apparel sale going on now. 40% off select apparel throughout the store. Get stocked up now. Fort Thompson in Sherwood has the gear you need. Save 40% on select apparel throughout the store.
Justin and DJ are taking the zone to Washita Bar and Grill in Hot Springs this Thursday, courtesy of BKC Home Builders. Washita Bar and Grill has a huge weekend plan leading up to St. Patty's Day. DJ and Justin will tell you all about it this Thursday on 103.7 The Buzz.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem.
If I can change.
Live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios.
And you can change.
Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
Everybody can change.
Here is David BAZZEL, Roger Scott, and Justin Moore.
All right, 7:06 on this Tuesday, March 11th. We're glad you're with us. We know you have a lot of choices, and we really appreciate you waking up with us. Hanging with us, if it's an hour, 10 minutes, or 4 hours like we learned yesterday, so many of you do. We appreciate our 609ers out there, and maybe the ones that just jump on at 7 o'clock.
Roger, somebody get to sleep in a little bit, yeah.
Roger, you got 3 back-to-back nights. You got tonight you'll be at Boudreaux's doing trivia. Tomorrow night you've got Pop's Lounge doing comedy. You've got 2 comedy performers, and you'll also be the host there. And then
I'll be emceeing that at Pop's Lounge, and then Thursday night we're back at Mainline
Sports Bar at Oaklawn.
For
and then
trivia,
back Sunday. We'll be there Sunday night for the leading up to the World's Shortest Parade there in Hot Springs on Monday morning.
Yeah, I think I'll be there a little early so we can do a little walking around and that sort of stuff.
And then Sunday night we got Grand Funk Railroad Sunday night. So
it's going to be a jam. It's going to be a party. I think that'll be
Flav.
If that's where I think it is. On that stage,
you
won't that be right out? Yeah, I think so. I think maybe you and I grab a couple of cigars and just watch it from the balcony on the roof.
If you failed to turn on your TV last night and catch the Arkansas State games, the women win.
Yeah.
They win the championship for the Sun Belt title. So they beat James Madison 86-79 in overtime. So they go to the NCAA tournament. Men not so fortunate. They were up by 8 with about 6 minutes to go, and it all just fell apart. They couldn't make a shot, and they could not stop Troy. 94-81 was the final there. You also have UCA up at Fayetteville today, taking on number 3 Arkansas in baseball, and you've got UCA women versus Lipscomb tonight in the part of the Atlantic Sun tournament semifinals. So you've got that action going on, and of course you got Wednesday, Roger, 12 o'clock tomorrow. I love these tournament times.
Yeah, I thought it was today, but no.
I know all the days run together. Let's check in with our man Ricky Schaefer.
Ricky,
listen, Mister.
Rick Schaefer on Morning Mayhem is brought to you by Edwards Food Giant. Edwards Food Giant, the meat people. The only stop you'll ever need to make your family's grocery needs.
Good morning, Ricky Schaefer.
Well, good morning, guys. One thing I've already learned is to be skeptical of anything Roger says about John Calipari.
Yes, I know.
He's a skeptic.
I know.
He's not sure he can believe what John says.
I hate that I'm that way. I'm just.
You do? Well, then change.
Yeah, I can't do it.
You just
can't do it. I'm sorry. I'm cynical.
Did you hear the clip?
Look. Hey, here's all I would say about that. John Calipari's coached for many, many, many years. He's 66 years old. He coached all those teams at Kentucky, Massachusetts. All he's saying is every team goes through adversity. Every team. You can watch all these SEC games.
Yeah.
I was watching Texas and Oklahoma. Oh, Oklahoma's been through this. Every team's been through something. And yet, this team has weathered probably as much or more adversity than you'd ever want to weather. Because you think about even the 7 guys playing now. He's down to 7. 2 of them, for at least half the season, weren't worth a darn. Plus, he's lost his 2 best players.
Yeah,
and you
Roger.
think here we are at the end. Arkansas has won 4 of its last 5 games. The only game it lost was at South Carolina when they exhausted themselves against Texas, went in and were set up. I'll bet they beat South Carolina tomorrow. So, for him to say it now, the other thing we need to say.
It's just my opinion. I'm not trying to be ugly about it. Yeah.
In Roger's defense, the other thing we tend to do is we magnify today and forget everything else. So. If you ask John to go back and say, okay, let's go back to the first head coaching job he had at Massachusetts, and let's go year by year and really start to think about it, were there other years that you had this much adversity? Probably so, but we do tend to focus on today.
That's a great point. Thanks for backing me up on that part of it. Not that you agree with me, but I mean, and simply, and you're absolutely right. And the other part of that is to dovetail off of what you just said. It made me think that the players he's speaking with, they are so young and naive to a degree that they haven't lived the cynical world that I have, where I go, we've heard this before.
Yes,
hey, Coach actually said that. That's motivation. Let's go. Let's do it. Okay, so there you go.
Did you hear the clip, Rick? There's 2 clips we're playing that we love. One is the one where he said, hey, they put us in the coffin, but they forgot the nails. That's one. The other one, when it's on Hogs Plus, or maybe it's on that Vice. Maybe it's Vice where it is, where he's looking at this depressed. Yeah, well, I tell you what, go ahead. this is after the South Carolina game, and I've never seen the body language of a team worse than what this was. They just got embarrassed. And listen to what Cal says. He nails it.
Look at me. This shit happens. We just went on a gauntlet of games, and you guys brought it every game. What did I tell the staff? We're going to have one. We're going to have one of these where you go 0 for 18. Look, I've done this so long, I know. Let's just get ready for Tuesday. My focus is now Vandy on the road, another really good team. We're a really good team. You can't play the way you played today. You can't accept, I'm going to let this dude punk me. I'm not.
Man, so good. He nails it.
Good.
He nails it. He said, I told this was going to happen. He said, forget about it. You know what he do? They come back and they go Tuesday and they beat Vandy on the road.
Yeah.
And then they come back and win after that. So, I mean, it just really, I thought that's great coaching to me. Trying to get his kids at the lowest of lows, but he goes, man, you're exhausted. I think you mentioned that last week too, Rick. You go, hey, listen, they were tired from the overtime game against Missouri, or was it
Texas?
Yeah, Texas, rather.
Yeah. Well, he's a masterful coach. And the thing about Calipari is never gets too high, never gets too low. And that's from years and years of experience. Eric Musselman did a magnificent job when he came in here. But after wins, he was like a high school student. You know, he's jumping up and down and jumping in the stands and doing all that kind of stuff. And there's nothing wrong with that either. And maybe that motivated his team. And certainly he had 2 Elite 8 teams. He did a great job here, But now you've brought in this guy with really a pretty calm demeanor. And here's the interesting thing about John Calipari. In today's day, businesses, athletic teams, politicians, all want to control their message. They, in other words, they don't want you telling their story. They want to tell it. And the interesting thing about, and we see that's why there is a Hogs Plus, and that's why there are all kinds of websites that you can go to that you have to pay for. But Calipari definitely controls his message. And if you listen to him, when he's asked a question, he's going to immediately make the points that he wants to make, whether it answers the question or not.
Yeah, it's true. That's true.
And then he'll let you answer the question. But the points he wants to make are, he'll say the same thing publicly that a lot of them that he's saying to his team. And so the message that he said, hey, this is the most fun I've had. He's telling his team that too. And so it's all motivation. He's really a brilliant guy, and he is one of the few coaches I've seen who I think has all of this mapped out in his mind, exactly how he wants to do what he wants to do. And what a first year. I think, was it Roger, were you saying, or maybe it was Josh, talking about how, yeah, Josh, I think when every game is so meaningful, it's almost more exciting to watch than if you're Auburn and you're just crushing everybody until last week. And so just think about what we're going to expect next year. What if he gets this other guy, Ahmad, who came in here? We're going to think if this team doesn't go to the Final Four, no team ever will, right? Mm-hmm. But he didn't do it this year, might still, but didn't do it this year. Sometimes that's the biggest mistake you make, is having your best year the first year.
Well, looking at Lenardi the other day, 13 SEC teams in the field.
No.
I mean, are you kidding me? I mean, that is absolutely nuts. And it would be a great story, and especially the way, obviously you lose Boogie, but then you also turn around and lose Theoro too, and you still find a way to get it done.
What is Boogie will be back? Is that right for March? For the big tournament?
He's saying he wants to.
Yeah.
We'll see. Now, the original prognosis was, when they talked about how long he'd be out with his hands, was 4 to 6 weeks. So we're about at that stage, the 6 weeks. Now the question is, will he actually come back and play? Remember Nick Smith? He came back and he did play, even though he probably could have come back earlier. But he did come back and play. Will Boogie play? Thinking he's still a first-round draft pick.
If he does come back and play, I mean, Baz is saying he hope he does.
He's out of whack.
Well, my deal is, Baz, maybe it's not about getting in and disrupting anything, but he's an extra body on the bench that may be able to get somebody a break.
They certainly could do that. Yeah. I did want to mention that thanks to Edwards Food, John, for sponsoring Rick every week. I did want to mention, I know you love baseball. Yeah. How about the combo in softball and baseball for the Razorbacks between Bree Ellis, who is doing something that, I don't know if you saw the stat, Rick, but I think it's only happened one time since 2012, where a player has led the nation in home runs, on-base percentage, and slugging percentage through March 10th. It's only happened once since 2012. And then you've got the Aloy brothers for the Razorbacks. And Viva Aloy yesterday was the SEC Player of the Week. Or was it national? There's a National Player of the Week twice.
SEC Player of the Week already.
He's bet 600. Yeah, I mean it's crazy. And his brothers tearing it up too. I mean, you've got two of the best hitters in the nation on both sides for softball and baseball for the Hogs.
It's great to see. I mean, it really is great to see. We're going to find out a lot more about Arkansas baseball this weekend because the Razorbacks, let's face it, this has been one of their lighter non-conference schedules they've ever had. Usually they play a tougher schedule. The games, obviously, at Arlington were difficult, and they played really good teams. But the games they've played at Fayetteville, they're run-ruling people.
Yep.
And so, and Arkansas softball did the same thing until they went to Ole Miss.
Got hammered first
but fortunately, you lose 2 games, then you score 20 runs in the third game. Isn't that something?
That's right.
So I hope Arkansas will win that series. But you just mentioned, how tough the SEC was in basketball. 13 teams in Baseball America's top 25 this week. 13 of them are SEC teams.
Crazy.
That's over half of the top 25
it's crazy,
from the SEC,
Rick.
including 7 of the top 9. 7 of the top 9. I've never seen that.
I know. It's just almost like, how can there be? I guess obviously the warm weather helps and all that, but still, to be that concentrated in one part of the country is really remarkable, and it shows the money and the focus that's put on obviously sports in the South. So
absolutely, but this I know before the season, Dave Van Horn and his staff privately felt like this could be the best team they've ever had. And you're talking about a guy who's taken several teams to the College World Series, finished second, finished third, to think this could be the best team they ever had. And I'm told Gage Wood will be back maybe in 2 or 3 weeks, so that adds to their pitching depth. So we'll see, because you may have the best team you've ever had, and there might be 4 teams in the league just as good as you are. So
I know.
It's going to be fascinating to watch throughout the conference season. And you think about the home schedule this year.
Oh, it's so good. Oh, my gosh,
Tennessee's
it's
number
so
1
good.
right now. They're coming. Texas
LSU,
is coming.
golly.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the softball, you got Oklahoma coming next week.
This weekend,
Is it this weekend? Yes, it is.
Maybe. I think it is.
It is this weekend. It is.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah. So, and they're the 3-time defending national champions.
The other crazy stat I threw out to Roger and Josh this morning, so spring practice started football yesterday, which is so the Hogs are replacing the not 1, not 2, not 5, not 7.
Come on, LeBron.
Replacing 8, their top 8 pass catchers from last year. 8! Yeah. And then the 9 receivers that are listed for opening day of spring practice yesterday, 9 that are listed, they have combined for how many catches? Career catches in Fayetteville, Rick? Do you have any idea?
Oh, probably, 10 or 11?
10.
Wow,
10.
Nailed it.
10.
Give him a corky.
Is that not if that's not symbolic of just the nature of college football today, it's just nutty. It's nutty. It's crazy.
I do believe this. You can recruit receivers who can catch the ball. Just think about it. 2 years ago, we didn't know who Armstrong and Tesla were. They came in from small programs. And Armstrong had an incredible year last year. And Tesla, we now are seeing at the NFL Combine, was very underutilized. Maybe it's because Green looked for Armstrong on every play. So, I think that they'll have receivers. The receivers are going to be fine. I think the running backs are concerned, oh, gosh, do we have – yes. And how about Braylon Russell being 15 pounds down? That's pretty cool.
Needed to.
But here's the biggest thing. Here is the biggest thing.
Offensive line.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
He is high on those offensive linemen. Now, you can bring in offensive linemen and like some and not like some, or you can brag about them in the spring, and that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to pan out in the fall. But I got to believe he really likes this group. And so if you got an offensive line, just think about a protected Taylon Green.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a difference that'll make.
Yeah, they obviously spent some money and brought in some good players, from UCF and Georgia Tech, and so they've got more depth. So we shall see. A lot going on, right? You got the gymnastics going on. Here's another thing I don't get about gymnastics, guys. The last 2 weeks, Arkansas has had the highest point total in the history of the program, but they don't win. They don't win. If they didn't beat Alabama last week, it's a weird. I don't understand gymnastics enough to know.
I don't either.
Yeah, but hey, listen, they're top 20 in gymnastics, and of course, track is doing well. Of course, winning this SEC championship, the indoor for the 11th year in a row. So listen, this is a good time of the year. Spring is good.
The more we talk, no disrespect to any of them, because for every parent and grandparent, aunt and uncle that's out there who's got their children and family on swim teams, S&Ds, and gymnastics and all that. But if our football and basketball team were doing any better, we would not even mention. That's what's we would. No, we would. You're the one bringing up ugly stuff about the football team. I don't want you to. Rick, all I asked him to do was not mention all the negative about the football team just yet.
I just mentioned it. It wasn't a negative. It's just a fact. It's a fact.
It's bringing me down. Reminding me that that we don't have 10 receivers that we had last year.
Well, you heard Rick. Okay. Rick answered you.
These guys are going to be fine.
Rick lifted you up.
They got receivers, and
help me. Get me off that ledge, Rick.
I don't know if we can say they have receivers. They have. I mean, they had productivity-wise. Isn't that season from Armstrong one of the best in school history?
Yeah, second best ever.
He was about the only guy though to really go.
He had always open, but never catching Tyrone Broden. I mean, that guy was open every play and could not.
That shows you that Tesla should have been playing more.
but he should have thrown more to him. Here's the thing. So my thought is he must have practiced terribly, because Broden was always playing, and Tesla didn't get much run.
Yeah, it could be, Rick. We could see that Tesla maybe just a great athlete, maybe has trouble.
He lost the other guys he had in the system.
I don't know, but look at the Liberty Bowl, the game Tesla had. He had a great game in the Liberty. Armstrong's gone. Tesla had a great game. So anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Right, Rick.
None of them are back.
Right.
The one I can't wait to see. It's funny because we were talking with Trey Biddy, and we were talking about Anthony, who's on the track team.
Yes,
the guy is a blazer, and you're thinking, okay, there's a guy that they need to throw more to. Yes. Oh, well, he'll be behind when he comes in the fall. Yeah, and he might be behind the defensive backs too. Throw him the dang ball. If he's that fast. Because how many times have we said that the difference between Arkansas and the elite teams in the SEC is team speed? So when you've got a guy that can run as faster than anybody else in the SEC, throw it to him, don't you think?
Well, I don't know if that's the difference. I think also the trenches right now, there's a bit of a difference.
Yes, and that's where I hope this offensive line makes a difference, and I hope there's enough defensive linemen. They may still need to go get one or two, and they need to go get probably another defensive back or two.
Coming up here in a minute, we'll visit with John Daly, who's out on the West Coast again. That means he'll be making a call at 5:30. Justin Moore will jump on with us. It's always interesting when you get JD, although he made the call last week from California. Then Justin Moore last night performing at the Grand Ole Opry. Performed his number one hit, Small Town USA, with a bevy of others. Roger, wow. Marty Stewart, Winona,
Marty Stewart, Tracy Lawrence.
Yeah, it was a sort of a tribute kind of deal.
Several other names that.
We'll visit with him today. Hey, I want to ask you, Rick. Have you tried pineapple pizza? Have you tried pizza with pineapple on it?
Oh yeah, pineapple and Canadian bacon is great.
Okay, so you like that. What about there's a new chain out of I think it's Australia, Bubba Pizza. They're trying something a little different. Ham.
Australia?
Yes, ham and oranges on the pizza. What do you think? What about oranges on a pizza?
Well, I've never had it, so I don't know. Because I tell you, the first time I had Canadian bacon and pineapple,
didn't like it.
I would have thought, "Are you kidding me?"
Right?
No, before I ate it.
Right.
But then you eat it, and it's wow, that was really good. I'm trying to think oranges.
I'm out. I'll tell you right now. I don't want to. I don't want to.
Well, I tell you what I do like. Besides, Paddington Bear is not the only one that likes orange marmalade.
Look at you.
I do like orange marmalade.
You have a pea coat?
Do I have what?
A pea coat?
No, I don't. No, I don't have that.
What that means? What
good for you?
Just throwing it out there. You know what, Rick? But I like Canadian bacon and I like the pineapple, and and it's one of those things where if we I do. If we like those, there's no way that we could if I say anything's possible that we go, oh my gosh, no, that's gross. Oranges, no, give it a try.
I'm thinking
absolutely.
It.
I would definitely give it a shot. What am I going to?
Doesn't orange take you to breakfast?
Very seldom. Well, pineapple,
not necessarily.
No, it does not. You see, you're thinking continental breakfast. That's what it does not.
You know what you're going to say after you try it. You're going to say, "Orange, you glad you ate it."
Last thing before we let you go. So, Hollywood Reporter has come out with its latest list. And of course, everybody has their own list. The 10 best baseball movies.
This is pretty rapid.
Field of Dreams is the greatest movie, baseball or anything else that's ever been made.
Field of Dreams is not even in the top 10.
Don't read the list.
Oh my gosh! Well then the Hollywood Reporter is a dunce because that is
Give me
the
a few more.
best baseball movie ever. But and I have to say this: I read the book before the movie was made.
Give me a few more from Rick Schaefer. Let's see if they're on the list.
Okay, well I'm sure some of them will be. The Natural.
Natural's number 5.
Certainly good. Everybody loves Bull Durham.
Number 3.
I wasn't as big a fan of Bull Durham as some of the others. Okay, Sandlot was good.
Didn't make the list.
Sandlot didn't make the list. Okay, well, if you really want to go all the way back, then you'd have to say Pride of the Yankees.
Yes, number 9.
That's
Very
the
good.
Lou Gehrig story.
1942.
Okay. So I'm having to think.
All right, so I'm going to give you a hint. Moneyball's number 2.
You know, Moneyball. Here's the problem I have with Moneyball. The movie was okay.
It was
the
a great
A's
movie,
get this.
actually.
They came in from Harvard. They gave this and they gave that. They never won anything. They had some good regular seasons. They never won a World Series with that.
Josh,
it's almost
what do you
like
say to that?
These geniuses came in and did all this great work. Really? Well, the same geniuses went to the.
They refused to spend any money. That's the best they could do. That was the best they could do.
Yeah, but the same geniuses went to the Boston Red Sox, who did have money, but they didn't have as much as the Yankees, and they won 4 World Series.
But they had enough money to build a winning team. The A's did not.
That's right. In fact, now they're in Sacramento for 3 years. So,
Hold on.
That movie didn't. Okay, so what's number 1?
That's not me talking over everybody, Biddy.
Here's number 1. I'm going to give you the year.
I'll give it to you. Give me. Was it baseball movie? Is that all it is?
It's baseball movies, yes.
Well, I didn't know if you had it.
Yeah, no. Number 1 is from 1988.
Got it.
What is it?
Major League.
Nope.
Well, that's about.
I don't even.
Field of Dreams came out in '89.
Is it a kid movie?
I have never seen it.
Is it a kid movie?
I don't know.
Are kids in it?
Ready?
Is it Rookie of the Year?
No.
Is it Gardenhosen?
Hey, Rookie of the Year. That was a good one. I like
really
that
was.
one.
Gardenhosen.
Okay, here it is. It's 8 Men Out. Is their number 1?
Oh wow, that is a great movie. I can't believe I didn't mention it.
Are you being serious?
It's an excellent movie.
I love that movie.
Okay,
I love that movie.
Excellent
the
movie.
Rick Schaefer thumbs up.
It's done
I love
well.
that movie, and here's my point.
Why?
You're hearing now the commissioner saying, "Oh, maybe I'll forgive Pete Rose," and I'd never thought about this, but they gave him a lifetime ban.
Right.
He's now dead.
Yeah.
So therefore,
I've heard that
if Pete
rationale.
Rose. You got to put Joe Jackson on the ballot.
Bet.
Okay, so Joe Jackson was accused of being through the World Series. He hit .375 in the World Series, and he hit the only home run in the World Series, and he didn't make any errors, and he had a career batting average of .356. He was a much better hitter than Pete Rose.
Right.
And I'm okay. They're dead. They're dead now. But if Pete Rose goes on the ballot and they considered him, you got to reinstate Joe Jackson.
You know what? You have to, Rick. You probably would have to go back that way, especially with everything that he did. And if you go by what that movie said, and obviously, Baz, if you do what we always do, that will be you'll Wikipedia and see everything that's going on. Excellent movie that brings you back to it and know that
was a great movie.
It's a great movie.
The uniforms were great.
So many players, people I couldn't tell you. Charlie Sheen's in it.
Okay.
He's the one of note that I can't think. I think the guy that goes, it's Jason Bourne. You know, the guy that plays. Yeah, he's in it. He does. He's a pitcher in it. But that guy that does it.
John Sayles.
I'll tell you who else is in it.
Cusack's in it. Cusack's in it.
Who's that, Rick?
Another great character is they portray Ring Lardner. Ring Lardner was the national baseball to what Orville Henry was in Arkansas.
Yeah.
He was a great writer.
Okay.
In fact, I've got one of his books that his columns are hilarious. If you go back and read the way they were writing in the teens and the 20s, it's just really hilarious. But they have him, and he's walking down the "I'm forever blowing ball games" as he walks down the train, and the White Sox guys are in there. That was a good movie.
What's Cusack's character's name, Josh, in that movie? Because he's one that goes, look, here's what I did, here's what I hit, here's all the things that I did. I forget his name.
He is Buck Weaver.
Buck Weaver, third baseman.
Buck Weaver. But anyway, great movie. Since you brought that up,
thank you for bringing that up. That was good. That was number 1. I like it.
You know
what? Field of Dreams not in the top 10, please.
Absolutely, Rick. Let me ask you this, because it's one of those things where I'm not a fan of doing some of those things. I like the original Brian Piccolo movie as opposed to the newer one, but the newer one is a little bit more gritty. Would you be willing, if it was done properly, have a more up-to-date Lou Gehrig movie just to see if there were some things? Because, back in those days, a lot of things were for not necessarily propaganda, but everything was sugar and sweet and all that.
It was, but Lou Gehrig was a pretty wholesome
No,
guy.
no doubt.
I mean,
no
he
doubt.
really was.
No doubt. But
you're right.
Yeah.
Things were covered. I remember reading a book by a guy named Fred Lieb, and he covered baseball in the 19-teens, 20s, and 30s. And he talked about an incident. Babe Ruth, everybody think, boy, this guy was amazing, great guy, hung around with kids. Yeah, he off the field, he had a few antics.
Sure.
He was on the train. Sports writers the teams rode by train, and sports writers would have a car in the train. And, in New York, they had lots of papers. And so he's sitting in the train, and a Babe Ruth comes running through his car, and there's a woman chasing him with a knife, saying, "You fathered my child." And the sports writers looked up, and they ran out of the car, and they just looked right back down. And until he wrote that book in the 1960s, that was never reported.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that amazing?
And now,
can you imagine that today?
The rest of the story.
Fox, CNN, every day, it's all over the place. Babe Ruth might be banned from baseball.
No doubt.
I am so happy, Rick, that we made you happy with that number one selection.
Yeah, that's good.
Rick Schaefer approved, everybody.
Thanks, Ricky.
Thanks to Edwards Food John. Thank you, Rick, for a great segment today, as always.
Now we need a movie on Cal Ripken, and that'll be number one.
For sure, absolutely.
Thanks, Rick.
Thanks, Rick.
All right,
Ricky
guys.
Schaefer, have a good day.
Super Tuesday.
Hi, buddy.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, John Daly's up next. Oh, what do we got right here, Roger?
Little Shenandoah. We sang this on the plane ride back from Aspen.
What is our theme today? What is Roger's theme?
I can't help but wonder what it might be like.
Oh, yes.
If I had 24 roses and an old
Beautiful
bottle
song.
of wine, if I really could, we'll be right back. Would it change your mind? If I could cry a little harder.
Mark your calendars for the 21st annual Double B's Buzzbecue, Saturday, May 10th at the downtown Riverside RV Park in North Little Rock. Tickets on sale soon.
This is SportsCenter.
For the first time in their program's history, Arkansas State women's basketball is going to the big dance. They beat JMU, who is undefeated 18-0 in the Sun Belt Conference play. But the championship game yesterday, they defeated them 86-79 in overtime. Kristlyn Rose had 23 points as the Red Wolves finished the year at 23-10, 15-3 in the league, and pushed their way into the NCAA tournament. Arkansas State's men did not have such success. They lost in the Sun Belt championship game yesterday, 94-81 against the Troy Trojans. They finished the year at 24-10, 13-5 was their Sun Belt mark. Another Arkansas team trying to fight their way into the NCAA tournament. The Central Arkansas Bears, the number 2 seed in the Atlantic Sun, host Lipscomb tonight at 6:30 on ESPN Plus in one of the semifinal games in the Atlantic Sun. The winner of that game will take on the winner of Eastern Kentucky and Florida Gulf Coast. I'm Josh Neighbors for the Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
Warm and windy today with a high of 80 degrees in Little Rock. Tonight, clear sky, cooling off down to 51 degrees. Tomorrow, mainly sunny with a high around 78. Then tomorrow night, a 70% chance of rain showers. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Listen to Out of Bounds every day to hear about what's trending on social media and whether listeners agree or disagree. Engaging conversations about engaging topics. Sponsored by Arkansas-based West Rock Coffee. Join West Rock and their 1.5 million coffee farmers around the globe as they fuel Arkansans with great tasting coffee, tea, and water delivered directly to your business. Contact them at westrockcoffee.com or 833-886-JAVA. That's 833-886-5282.
Call today.
And now, your starting lineup at Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union. At point guard, setting up your financial future, Steve Brown. At shooting guard, your mortgage loan playmaker, the real Matt Jones. At small forward, with home equity lines of credit, Jamie Bigelow. At power forward, bringing the strength of Kasasa Free Checking, Andrea Rose. And at center, towering at the Sheridan branch, Leah House. Visit AlcoaCommunityFCU.org and join this championship squad today.
Great Scott! Back to the Future is now on stage, and it's a jaw-dropping spectacle rapes USA Today. When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're going to see some serious entertainment. March 12th through 16th at Robinson Center. Get your tickets yesterday at CelebrityAttractions.com.
HR services should be simple, reliable, and stress-free. As payroll companies merge, the attention to your business can feel less personal and more complicated. At the Payroll Company, we're proudly independent, offering an employee hotline and dedicated payroll specialists who know your business. Get HR services done right, reliable and accessible every time. Because you deserve a payroll partner who puts you first. No mergers, just white glove service you can rely on to help you hire, manage, grow. The Payroll Company. Visit morethanpayroll.com.
The king of Arkansas sports talk, Randy Rainwater for Bet Saracen.
In Arkansas, 7 out of every $10 placed on a sporting bet app is with Bet Saracen, because Bet Saracen offers more ways to win and more ways to get paid, and faster. Find your winners on Bet Saracen and look for my Double R prop bet specials. I pick them and you win them.
Bet Saracen is Arkansas's favorite sports wagering app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-522-4700.
Bradford Marine and ATV announces huge discounts on non-current inventory. Save thousands on both Ranger and Nitro and get a free boat cover and free Bass Pro gift card up to $2,000. Visit your local Bradford Marine and ATV today at any of their 6 statewide locations. Your local Tracker dealer.
Want to see our beautiful faces? Catch Morning Mayhem streaming live every day on YouTube, X, and Facebook. Just search 1037 The Buzz.
And that will do it for the first time. Arkansas State is going dancing.
Well, I've won and lost.
Big John is the winner of 2 major championships. He's a national sports icon who does it his way with no apologies. Over his decades-long career, he's raised millions of dollars for charities, including his beloved Boys and Girls Club of Dardanelle. And Arkansas Razorback for life. Stepping off the tee box into the mayhem, it's John Daly.
No laying back. Natural fact. Brought to you by.
Got a new sponsor for JD, Moe's Southwest Grill, maybe, and I think.
Welcome to Moe's.
I think JD is he's eating at Moe's in several locations across the country. Well, what's up, JD?
What's happening?
What's up, Johnny?
It is 5:30. John Daly's up again at 5:30 out on the West Coast. Now, how long are you hanging out there, John? How long will you be out there?
I got 3 more weeks.
Do you are you excited about that? Are you happy that you're in the West Coast, or just something that you got to do just it's part of the gig?
Yeah, is it court ordered or something?
Well, these first 2 weeks have been great because I'm hanging out with my buddy Chris, and he sponsors me for 33 years, Mark Crisper Auto Center. So we're on our 33 years. So we have fun. We play a little bit of golf. I'm trying to get my hand, back into it from the surgery. So I'm hoping I'll play okay at Hogue. The Hogue Classic, and then Gallery is in Mission Hills and Palm Springs. So then I head back to Boca.
Well, the one thing, John, that you do get to do is that at least the other night, what was the 9 o'clock start in Vandy? That was, if you're out there, at least you got a 7 o'clock start. Razorbacks obviously have 2 big wins, and now they've got the first game of the SEC tournament. But most people, John, believe the Hogs are in regardless of what happens against South Carolina on Wednesday.
Hope so, but I want to get revenge on South Carolina.
I'm with you.
After we only scored 14 points in that first half against them. Worst only scored 25 years, so we need to go in there and just kick the living out of them. And then I'm like Coach Cal. Let's take a break and let's get in the tournament and see how far we can go.
For those who missed it, I don't know if you heard it, John. This is on the Vice. Vice is doing a special documentary sort of on the season, and this was This was Coach Cal right after the South Carolina game, and I wish you could have seen the body language. All the players are slumped down. They just got humiliated against South Carolina. But listen to the wisdom that John Calipari shares here.
Look at me. This shit happens. We just went on a gauntlet of games where you guys brought it every game. What did I tell the staff? We're going to have one. We're going to have one of these where you go 0 for 18. Look, I've done this so long, I know. Let's just get ready for Tuesday. My focus is now Vandy on the road, another really good team. We're a really good team. You can't play the way you played today. You can't accept, I'm going to let this dude punk me. I'm not.
Calipari. And he nailed it. They came back, obviously beat Vandy, and then you went the other day to Mississippi State.
We apologize for the potty word that he says right at the beginning. We have to edit that out.
It shows, JD, just, again, the guy's been in the game for a long time. He gets it. He called it. He nailed it. He told the coaches you were exhausted after Texas and Missouri, the overtime game against Texas and Missouri, and forget about it. And now I'm like you, the competitor wants to go out, you want to go out and whip them if you can tomorrow at noon.
Of course. Yeah, of course. And I think the kids want to too. I mean it's been a weird season. But man, it's been an interesting one. I mean, I don't think there's another coach that can get a team through what our players have gone through. I mean, we basically only have, 9 guys that are playing, maybe 8.
Or 7, really, to be honest with you. I think it's 7.
Or 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, our bench, we don't really have one. And what Coach Cal's done has been incredible. I mean, it's just, and these kids, they fight for him, and it's amazing to watch.
Well, this team could be very dangerous in the tournament. They've got the talent. They got to shoot the ball well, but you never know when you got guys like this. They get on a hot streak, and Cal's been there, done that. Did want to say congratulations to, by the way, if you just tuned in, we're visiting with John Daly, and do want to thank Moe's Southwest Grill for being the new sponsor for JD.
I love Moe's.
Your son, Junior, John Daly Jr., came back and was key there. I think it was in Cabo last week. I think he birdies like 15, 16, 17, and 18, the last 3 or 4 holes, and was a difference in making the Razorbacks end up number 4 in Cabo.
Yeah, they played. They had a rough start at Florida State's tournament. The first round. Now they're back up to 5th. Little John shot 69. Team came back a little bit. So, they don't have to win. But the cool thing is they got to get these top 3s and 4s because that's what helps them get in the regionals and gets their rankings back up. But no, the kids are playing great. It's just so cool to watch that. I met them all and played some golf with them all, and it's hard not to root for the Razorbacks anyway. But when you get to know these kids, it's pretty cool. And yes, Mose, thank you, and thank you for having ground beef, the best queso
yeah, man,
in the world. I mean, I love Mose.
Awesome.
And thank you for being a sponsor for me. I do go to Moe's quite a bit, not as much as Hooters, but I do go to Moe's a lot. But I will not go to Chipotle. I will not go to that crap.
A couple would you rathers I ran across last night that I want to throw out to John Daly. Would you rather, John, master every musical instrument or every type of sport? If you had your choice, would you rather master every musical instrument or every type of sport?
Are we talking gambling?
No, that's not. No, it'd be anything that you would do with your hands or feet.
Uh-oh. We got kids listening.
I think mastering sports. I mean, I think I'd rather master the music at my age. I mean,
yeah,
that's right.
Back in now, if I was younger, it'd probably be sports.
Yeah, true.
So it's kind of a yes and a no and a no and a yes.
Right, all right, here's one for you.
Both of them.
Would you rather go on tour with Elton John, Mick Jagger, or Cher? Which one?
Mick Jagger.
Yeah, that would. He was obviously his keyboardist will be here Friday night.
Yeah.
At the Robinson Auditorium. Chuck Lavelle. Let me throw this one out. Would you rather give up your cell phone, John, for a month or bathing for a month?
Ooh. It's easy for you, isn't it?
Yeah, that's an easy
A what? I give up my cell phone in a heartbeat.
I was gonna say,
You're going to take a bath, aren't you, John?
how many text messages, John, do you get on a regular basis? You go to so many tournaments, you play, and you meet so many guys at these pro-ams and things. I would think that you probably got a gazillion
Give me your
contacts. Yeah. Do you get a ton of those every day or every week, or is it not as bad as we think?
Are we counting the crappy spams that we get? Everybody gets every day. I mean,
No, not
probably.
no.
I'm probably 60, 70 texts a day. It's not too bad.
Not too bad. Well, listen, buddy, we always appreciate that you can get up early in the morning and you got another 3 weeks out there, you say?
Yeah, 3 more weeks.
Well, you know, football, it's hard to believe, but spring practice has started yesterday as well, JD, that we made the point. You got 8 receivers that are gone from last year. 8. You got 10 coming back for spring. They have a combined 10 catches between 10. That's just the nature of college football today, but spring practice started yesterday as well.
I got to ask you, I'm not happy we're playing Arkansas State. I just want to get that out there. I don't think we should split the state up. I think it's a huge mistake. That's my opinion, but I'm not happy about us playing Arkansas State.
Well, let me tell you, John, when I used to play, I'm not from here. And I got tired of hearing, people at Arkansas State, if we play, if you guys weren't scared, you play us, we'd beat you. And my attitude, John, was let's go. Come on. When I grew up in in Panama City, we had Florida State, Florida, Miami. They all played each other.
Oklahoma State,
so
Alabama,
that's
Auburn.
I get what you're saying, but as the competitor in me where I grew
Louisiana.
up, it's like, let's go, dude. Let's go. Put up or shut up. I don't want to hear you talk. Now they get to do that this year.
Come on, John.
So,
Come on, John.
But no, Justin Moore is with JD.
But Justin Moore hates everybody.
I'm with John
except
too.
the Hogs. Huh?
You with
John.
I'm like, John,
I
maybe
don't
younger,
care.
but it's different now. I mean, why not? Play them all. Let's get a round robin going.
Why don't you think that if they lose, that they?
It's too much of a risk.
I think it's okay. Listen, which is worse?
We're losing to North Texas State.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is you don't have a lot to gain, you have a lot to lose.
Yeah, I think it will create a lot of interest. And listen,
That's not the point, though. For Arkansas as a school, it's a.
well, I think that is part of the interest is part of. I think that's part of doing it. I think that the people in the state of Arkansas.
Maybe back in the day, I thought something different, but that was the narrative that they put in our head. It was a whole different deal with Orville Henry and Frank Broyles and all that. That was the way it was.
And I get it. That's right, because you were more fighting for, and of course now with everybody's fighting for money and that kind of deal. So I think you go out there, you win by 25 or 30 points, and you rest your case, JD. They better at least. I mean, as a Razorback.
Yeah, but I mean, now you split the state up. There's going to be a rivalry every year, and then you're going to have people not like the Razorbacks in the state of Arkansas. I'm totally against it. I'm sorry.
Well, listen. I'm going to tell you, they don't like them anyway. They don't like us now. I don't think, JD.
So they don't like us. Listen, the people in Northwest Arkansas don't like us down here, and we're all Hog fans.
JD, hey JD, have a great week, buddy. Continued success out there on the West Coast, brother. Love you, man.
All right, love you guys.
Thank you, Johnny.
Go Hogs. One and only John Daly. Josh, I didn't know that you were against the Arkansas.
You did, actually. We've had this conversation.
No, this is new. This is the first time I've ever heard you say this.
Are you being sarcastic?
Yeah, no. Yeah.
When we had this fight, I was very.
So you don't think North Carolina and South Carolina or Duke,
Oklahoma State,
so like Bedlam,
Louisiana.
What? How's it different?
Bedlam's different. Those are more even opponents.
Louisiana Monroe, Louisiana State.
That's different.
Okay, all right.
That's more analogous to.
I see. Well, I understand what you're saying. Well, what about Arkansas State and UCA?
That one.
UAPB and
so UCA no or yes?
So like if I'm Arkansas, you want to play a school in the state, you should play UAPB because number one, HBCUs are underfunded. So that's.
Oh, you're not opposed to playing
UCA.
I would be careful on that one. I'd be careful on that one.
What are you going to be careful of?
So last time we had this conversation, I made the point to you that Virginia Tech.
He don't listen.
Virginia Tech did this.
Yes.
They ended up going around the state and getting their tails handed to them by basically everybody. They lost to JMU. They lost to Old Dominion.
All right.
They lost to Virginia.
Arkansas State.
It was really bad for them.
Every Arkansas fan says we should beat Arkansas State every single game. That's what Arkansas. Well, you're coming at it from not analytical, but a more sports guy. You're a sports guy, and you see all of those things. But we're coming at it from fandom. University, and we say play them.
It's funny, JD is just like John.
Damn.
But Justin, well, yeah, yeah.
I mean, listen. I get why they want to protect the brand. I get it, but as a former player, I don't care. Just listen.
I know
listen
that's what I'm saying, though. But that's
you know what
you're a player.
But you know what
my job as an administrator is to
makes Arkansas fans sound wimpy.
But you know what you we're gonna play them and it's not gonna matter. Right. We're gonna beat them and it's not gonna matter.
Yeah. And with here's the deal. And now with the bowl games that we have, or the playoff games, one loss isn't going to kill you.
Yeah.
But I don't loss like that, Mike.
Hey, when we come back, we've got a doctor in the studio, Dr. Bobby Caldwell, and he's a cardiologist. And Roger, he wants to talk about your heart.
I have one in. He wants to talk about everybody's heart. I've got one in my Rolodex.
But you and Josh have cardiologists. I don't have one.
Well, you know
I've got orthopedic. That's right, orthopedic doctor. But that's it. And you have both. But maybe talk about that.
Yeah, but why aren't you having ribs taken out?
Don't go away. 750.
John Daly.
Big John.
Hey folks, Roger Scott here. And yes, I know you hear me promoting many of our beloved clients on the bus, and they are all special and dear to me. So to all of those clients, I say thank you. In fact, my wife thanks you as well, along with our Amazon delivery person who comes by the house daily because of you. But let me tell you about a client that's been near and dear to my heart for over the past decade. Very special client who's become a friend to me and my family over the years. In fact, they've become like family too. Yep, that's right. Of course, I'm talking about Gravely Mowers. I've been a proud Gravely owner for years, and I've used everything of theirs from the 21-inch push mower to their 72-inch commercial unit, including my favorite, the ZT Heavy Duty 60-inch. And now is the best time to get the brand new Gravely of your choice too. Why do you ask? How about 0% interest over 48 months? Now you're interested? Sure you are. So join the Gravely family if you hadn't already by stopping at your local Gravely dealer today, like F.L. Davis in Greer's Ferry or Gravel Ridge Small Engine in Jacksonville.
Connor has cash at the Pickles Gap Weapon Shack in Conway. Connor will buy your used weapon, or he will buy your entire collection. Connor has the cash and he wants to buy your used weapons. Check them out online at picklesgapweaponshack.com. Highway 65 North, Conway.
Are you looking for a job with great pay and benefits that can turn into a rewarding career? Trex, the world's #1 brand of composite decking and railing products, is looking for people like you to start up our new plant in Little Rock.
We're establishing an entire facility with local people, so the opportunity to grow is amazing.
Trex invented the composite decking industry and still leads the way.
The future at Trex is bright.
Join the founding team. Apply now at TrexLittleRock.com.
Hey folks, Trey Johnson with HJ Trailer Sales. Thank you for making us the #1 North Star truck bed dealer in the world. We have the newly redesigned North Star beds in stock, plus RKI beds, Bedrock, Butler, and Wilrow. If you make a living with a trailer or use a trailer in any way, look up your Hometown Trailer Store on Facebook. Get big store amenities with hometown service. Stop by HJ Trailer Sales in Hot Springs or Paragould, or online at hjtrailersales.com.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-$300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code YEAR to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code YEAR for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code YEAR for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Hey, it's Chuck the Promo Guy. Join me every Tuesday morning at 8:30 for Check-In with Chuck, brought to you by Hubbard Power Sports in Russellville. And get caught up with everything that's going on at the Buzz. It's brought to you by Hubbard Power Sports Can-Am and Sea-Doo. Whether you're on the road, on the water, or in the trails, they have the ride for you.
Mom, I need to lay low for a few days.
Lay low? What's going on?
I only paid for this Hyundai Tucson.
Christopher Allen Lynch.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. Get the car or SUV you want at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 2.99% APR for 72 months on the Hyundai Tucson, or get $2,250 bonus cash. See your local Hyundai dealer today. Offers end March 31st. Call 469-405-7740 for details.
Thompson Electric presents Jackson Wells each week in the zone with Justin and DJ. Thompson Electric since 1983, providing innovative electrical solutions for your business. To learn more, check them on the web at thompsonelectric.com, or you can search Thompson Electric on Facebook and Instagram for more information.
This is Quinn Grovey, and you're listening to Morning Mayhem on 103.7 The Buzz.
I've got $2 in the jukebox.
All right, got a short segment here. Is this part of your theme?
Absolutely. Just in case that don't.
I don't know what it is. So Roger's been playing all kind of music today.
Somebody guessed it on here.
They did?
Who's this?
I don't know. Who is it?
I'll give you a hint. The Easter Bunny.
Nope.
That's driving me crazy.
Easter Bunny? This guy singing? I don't know.
What is a bunny?
Bunny Rabbit.
I don't know how you did it. I don't know how you did it. You just pulled that rabbit out of your butt.
Amazing, isn't it, Bobby? Bobby Caldwell, who is a doctor with Baptist Health, joined us.
Hey, Doc.
Interesting. You're a cardiologist and played ball at Oak Grove and thought about maybe going to U of A. Decided you'd be a doctor instead. Very smart move.
Yeah.
Roger, you want to punch him up? Thank you, man.
Lou Holtz helped make that decision for
Yeah.
me. He said I was a little too small, a little too slow, and I went down to Hendrix and got a scholarship the next week. Made an easy decision for me.
We don't care about HIPAA in here, obviously, because Josh and Roger, we've talked about, they have cardiologists.
Gemma!
I don't have a cardiologist, but you have an interesting deal with Baptist. You're doing some stuff on the sports side of the heart, right?
Yeah, Dr. Jay Gohagen and I last year started a sports cardiology clinic, exercise and sports cardiology. It's actually the first one in the state.
Okay.
And we're trying to get the word out on, to coaches, players, athletic directors, to be available for athletes who have issues.
So those get screened, that get caught in, picked up in physicals?
That get picked up in physicals or have, issues while they're performing.
I don't know who
pass out or have chest pain, stuff like that.
Who we talked to earlier, I don't know, for some reason, Shemika Christian comes to mind. I don't think that's who it was, but I was talking to someone about their heart, and it was about now you're testing even younger for that something that the kid has been carrying around all of his life type issue with their heart that Hank Gathers we talked about. Not to throw Lynn Bias out there. I mean, it's a heart issue, and I don't know if drugs had anything to do with that, but you're testing a lot sooner now and looking for certain things.
Yeah, a lot of it is family history and genetics. Everybody, a lot of people get ancestry and genetic screening, so there are some genes that are associated with problems.
So you're also doing that once you find these, there's the way you treat these athletes or whatever, a little bit different than what you would do the normal patient?
Yes and no. We put them through a lot of similar tests. Now, we have a bunch of tests looking at the performance side and things like that, cardiopulmonary stress tests. But the big change in cardiology for the sports cardiology is getting the player back on the field. Back in the day, they would say, hey, you have this, you're done.
Right.
And what you realize for the athlete especially is that's a huge hit. A lot of who they are is being an athlete. So you end up taking a hit on the psychological side, if nothing else. So what we've learned is that a lot of those athletes properly managed,
interesting,
with the right setup, can return to play.
Used to be that was not the case.
Absolutely.
As you mentioned, Roger,
you're setting them down.
Hank Gathers back in you were done.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, I mean, what is LeBron's kid? Didn't he have an issue?
He did.
Bronny's a perfect
That's
example.
Right,
of that.
Roger.
He
Forgot about
went back
that.
to play. Yeah.
We'll visit. If you got a question for Dr. Caldwell, pop us a text. We'll also have JM on the phone with us when we come back. But very fascinating. And a great story with Roger learned about his heart issue through Baptist Health as well.
Absolutely, it was. And because of that, I have a very good friend who I understand has a naked garden, has a naked story in his own backyard. Dr. Alex Orsini. I don't know if you're listening or not. You know him very well.
I know Alex.
Yeah. All right. Don't go away. 8 o'clock.
Hi, it's Frank Fletcher from the Fletcher Dodge store here in Sherwood. Folks, if you're shopping for a new car or truck, I hope you'll come see us and give us a chance to earn your business. We have huge discounts, 0% financing available, and we'll give you $1,000 over Kelly Blue Book value for your trade-in. Folks, I guarantee you a hassle-free buying experience. And if you've had credit problems in the past, listen to this. We have an easy pre-approval process. Just go to FletcherCredit.com to get started. You can be pre-approved in minutes. It's really not hard. FletcherCredit.com. Folks, we're also still buying cars every day. If you got an old car or truck you want to turn into cash, bring it to Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood and ask for Chris or Andy. Shop Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood before you buy anywhere else. Shop in person or shop online at FletcherDeals.com. Thank you.
Live fan feedback on 103.7 The Buzz is powered by Whit Davis Lumber Plus. Whit Davis Lumber Plus, more than a lumber yard.
103.7 The Buzz.
You know how I am. You guys know how I am. I don't forget anything.
Crushing all the competition.
So you can take that to the bank.
Buzz News with KARK's Claire Kreitz.
A new law signed by Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders will require gun safety courses in public schools. The courses would be required yearly and include videos, online resources, and live demonstrations off campus. Those behind it say it aims to prevent accidental shootings by teaching gun safety. There's no part in the bill saying if parents are allowed to opt their children out of these courses, but students will need approval from their parents in order to attend live fire exercises off campus. It goes into effect in the second half of the 2025 school year. Conway police say a couple was arrested for their alleged role in a large-scale theft operation across multiple states. Police say Taylor Lynn Ferguson and Christina Audrey Ferguson are accused in more than 120 thefts across Arkansas, Missouri, Texas, Oklahoma, and Mississippi. The couple also faces multiple drug-related charges. This is Claire Kreitz for the Buzz Radio Network.
Floyd's Seafood, Kill Avenue in Sherwood is your homesick Cajun headquarters. King cakes are in, live crawfish too. Place your orders by 2 p.m. Thursday for weekend boils. FloydsMeatandSeafood.com.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
It's going to be another beautiful sunny day, but it'll warm up to 80 degrees, plus a little windy. A southwest wind 10 to 20, maybe some gusts around 25 miles per hour. Tonight, a clear sky will drop off to the lower 50s. Tomorrow, a mainly sunny day, highs in the upper 70s. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please, turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Hi, this is Joe Klein with Corky's Ribs and Barbecue. Whether you are dining in for daily specials like Cheese Dip Happy Hour, driving through for a barbecue bulk pickup order, or prefer our full-service catering, our professional staff at Corky's has you covered. Corky's in Little Rock and North Little Rock. We'll see you soon. And be sure to listen each week when I stop by 103.7 The Buzz.
Old number 53 here, and back in my day, I was fortunate to be around some great teams, along with some great teammates. And even now, all these years later, I'm also grateful to be a part of a great team here at 103.7 The Buzz. But you know another great team that I've come to appreciate over the years? It's the team over at Edwards Food Giant, and there are 11 stores located all over the metropolitan area, including their Edwards Cash Saver stores. And let me tell you this, if you haven't been to the newest Edwards Food Giant in North Little Rock in the Lakewood Village Shopping Center, you really need to stop by there. This store is truly the most beautiful grocery store that I've ever been inside of. The layout with their used selection and inventory, including their deli and salad bars, is the best. Of course, their meat department at Edwards will truly blow you away too. That newest Edwards store has everything from heat and eat, meal solutions, weekly specials, to a giant wine department, to their dry-aged beef that's been temperature and humidity controlled for 28 days in their cooler, resulting in a steak that's tender, flavorful, and unlike any steak you've ever had. So see for yourself why the team at Edwards Food Giant is now Central Arkansas's favorite place to shop.
The king of Arkansas sports talk, Randy Rainwater for Bet Saracen.
There's big news in the mobile sports betting business. Bet Saracen was just named the 15th largest sports book in America. That's because Arkansans like to do business with a winner. Find all your winners on Bet Saracen. Download it today and look for my Double R prop bet specials. I pick them, you win them.
Bet Saracen is Arkansas's favorite sports wagering app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-522-4700.
Injured? Let's talk about getting help now.
Anywhere in the state, dial 888-8888.
Whether injured at night, on a weekend, or a holiday,
dial 8 for Rainwater, Holtz, and Sexton.
888-8888.
Responsible attorneys Michael Rainwater and Bob Sexton.
Pickup truck, sports car, motorcycle, minivan, townhouse, two-story, farmhouse, fixer-upper. What you drive and where you live is different for everyone, so it's important to have insurance that fits your needs and is just right for you. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that, which is why our agents help you design a comprehensive auto, home, and life insurance plan. Insurance that fits just right.
See Shelter Agent Jeremiah Matthews in Little Rock, Justin Sollers in North Little Rock, or Michael Ludwig in Greenbrier today.
They say you never get a second chance to make a first impression, and that's your home and your business. So if your business needs a touch-up, call CertaPro Painters and let them handle the job for you. They provide excellent workmanship, quality, and a worry-free process for both residential and commercial spaces, all at the right price. You've got to focus on your business. Let them focus on your painting. Schedule your free estimate today at CertaPro.com. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated right here in our community. Get your estimate scheduled today at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. When choosing a painting professional, the choice is simple. Choose happy. Choose CertaPro Painters.
Tito's Handmade Vodka presents the 2025 Buzz Spring Golf Tournament, April 14th at the Burns Park Golf Course. Register your 4-person team now at 1037thebuzz.com. Special thanks to Twin Peaks, Michelob Ultra, and Corky's Ribs and Barbecue.
The Little Rock RV Expo is coming to the State House Convention Center, March 14th through the 16th. Admission is free. Tour brand new 2025 RVs with the latest features, designs, and technology. There'll be a full lineup of travel trailers, fifth wheels, motorhomes, toy haulers, and more, all with special show pricing. You can even enter to win a free RV. Don't miss the Little Rock RV Expo at the State House Convention Center, March 14th through the 16th. Learn more at campingworld.com/Little Rock.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Wes Moore. Coming up Tuesday on Out of Bounds, we'll start talking about the SEC tournament. Arkansas takes on South Carolina Wednesday at noon. Coach Zimmerman, Matt Zimmerman, will join us. We'll get his thoughts on the rematch. Plus, Arkansas State has a big game against Troy. We'll recap that and talk some high school hoops. The state finals are in Hot Springs Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We'll have a couple coaches on to preview the big games. All that and a whole lot more coming up Tuesday on Out of Bounds.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem.
Please.
Live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios.
The Moretti's!
Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
They're below or above the name?
Here is David BAZZEL, Roger Scott, and Justin Moore.
Justin! 8:06 on this Tuesday, March 11th. Great to have Dr. Bobby Caldwell from Baptist Health. He's a cardiologist. He's got the first sports cardiology clinic in Arkansas. I want to make sure. Jay Gohagan is your partner in this, another cardiologist. And some fascinating things we were talking about during the break. Do want to bring in Justin Moore. Good morning, JM.
Hey, guys.
Last night, Bobby JM was singing on the stage at Grand Ole Opry. And he's back in town getting the kids to school.
I saw my buddy Shannon Lynn out there. I think he was watching him.
That's right. I forgot you're Shannon Lynn's cardiologist. I forgot about that.
Oh, HIPAA now. HIPAA.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But yeah, Justin, did you ever see Shannon last night on stage with you?
No, I didn't.
Oh, wow.
I was only there literally
to sing your song, one song, right?
One song. So it was kind of odd, to be honest with you, because if I didn't see people beforehand, which I saw a few people before that I've worked with over the years or maybe in the past, and so it's kind of like a big family reunion.
Sure.
But literally, I was just looking at them singing, and then I walked off stage and we left. So I never got to talk to really anybody, quite honestly, including my record label president, which we were there to honor with the award. So I mean, I was texting with some record label folks of mine after, and I'm like. One of them said, "It was great to see you." I go, "Yeah, kinda, I guess, but not really." I mean, anyway, it was a cool event, but yeah, it was a little odd. It's strange to go do one song.
Yeah, listen, there was
and not get to talk to anybody.
Yeah, there were big shots there. In addition to your folks, you mentioned. I know that Faith Hill's publicists were there. Garth Brooks publicist.
There was. I mean, it was a who's who, and as far as our country music industry business stuff goes, I mean, it was pretty neat.
We were talking to Bobby Caldwell, who is a cardiologist with Baptist Health. Roger relates to him. Roger was talking heart because you've been through the training.
Because I have one.
Some of the testing that you've. It's really interesting.
It's above the knee, right?
It's above the knee.
Okay.
So you actually you want to be able to help the elite athletes who maybe want to come in and make their heart work even better in the course of whatever sport they're playing, and you've got the technical things to be able to do that, correct?
Yeah, we want to be available for current athletes, high school and college, We want to be available for the tactical athletes or the masters athletes. That's 35 and older, the folks who used to be athletes.
Right.
And then we want to be available for folks who are having symptoms, shortness of breath, unexplained things that you do regular testing and you can't figure it out. So we do the cardiopulmonary stress test where we're measuring oxygen consumption. We can see how much carbon dioxide they produce. What I tell folks, it's like the old Rocky IV movie where Ivan Drago's, doing.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of what we're doing.
Well, what was the deal with Bronny? Roger brought up Bronny James. What was he was at USC and I forgot what happened. What happened with him?
He collapsed on the court. It's a little hush hush. We went to a meeting with some guys who actually took care of Bronny, and they were even a little hush hush about it. But they evaluated him and decided that what he had. And I think I know, but I don't want to say because it's really not out there, that he could return to play, that it could be managed. And that's kind of the focus. In the old days, you would say, hey, this athlete can't play ever again. Now we really try to work with the athlete, their family, their coaches, and try to get them back if possible.
Roger, you said, Roger was talking about, all of us who've played sports go through the physical part. You get your physicals.
Yeah.
And Roger was making the point, and it made me think of it because I know Ella starts her softball season tonight, and she's in the 9th grade. And Roger was saying, do you go earlier with physicals, and do you do physicals differently than you used to in terms of maybe the heart, catching those kind of things?
That's been looked at. Largely, they're done the same way. The old days, everybody gets in the gym and somebody comes around and listens to your heart and lungs. Turn your head and cough. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's still it.
The most humiliating thing of all time. Every year,
no doubt. That's scarring, is what it is.
Shout out Dr. Fodio in Hot Springs from many years ago.
I was explaining. My wife, she was a state champion swimmer, and so I don't even know if they did physicals. They probably did, but I guess female or their physicals are totally different. I have no idea.
Yeah, there's not a lot of coughing.
Having done a lot of those, they're the same physical at a different time. Basically, they get all the boys out of the gym, then they bring all the girls in and kind of do the same type thing.
I was explaining to my wife what they did to at least when I was growing up, and I guess you mentioned it's pretty much the same as it used to be. She's like, wait a minute, you had to. I go, yeah.
I'll show you.
I think it started for us in like Baz and Raj. I don't know if y'all
7th grade,
maybe 7th grade. Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Medical Arts building there in Hot Springs, the big one, the Superman building. Now that's where Dr. Fodio's office was. Myself, Rodney Matthews, maybe Steve Qualls. We had to go there for football physicals before we started 7th grade football.
Is it the reason you don't go more in depth for testing? Is it because of cost standpoint and you don't need it? Or can you pick up the problems just by the same method we've always done?
No, it's exactly what you're talking about. It's cost, and it's also the problems you pick up. Say doing EKGs. They've looked at EKGs on everybody. Most of the time, you end up with some false positives. So it leads to a whole bunch of other testing. Sure. It takes the athlete out. They've even done ultrasounds on athletes. And, like the pro athletes, they go to the combine. Man, they put them through everything. They do the cardiopulmonary stress test we're doing. They get scanned.
Is that right? They do every athlete in the combine? Okay.
Absolutely, because you're talking about, it's a business decision at that point.
Sure.
You're investing millions of dollars in that athlete, so you want to know everything about them. And it's just a question of where you draw the line and at what level. So all the way one extreme, the NFL combine versus, Maumelle High doing screening, before they start practice.
So your sports cardiology clinic, do you want to help more of the athlete get better, their elite athlete, or are you trying to help those, trying to find the kids before they have issues, or a combination of both?
We're trying to help kids who have issues, but my particular focus is actually working with these athletes, runners, bikers.
Athletes that are already established. Or older who are looking at performance. Because we can bring them in. One of the new hot things is to do what's called Zone 2 training, where you actually train at a lower level. So you establish what's kind of your maximum in training, and you back off. And the idea is you can be just as elite, just as high performance, but do lower level training more consistently. A bunch of the Tour de France guys started this, where they can increase their VO2 max, their oxygen consumption, by doing
longer low-level training, and they can do it day after day. So they don't have as much injury, they don't have as much trouble coming back. And we can do a test that actually sets that heart rate level really precisely. So you can do this zone 2 training.
I'll say of all the hearts that you've looked at, or the doctors you know, which are the hearts that which sport is it that taxes the heart the most? Is it the cycling? Is it the running, or is it the explosive like a football, basketball kind of deal?
But believe it or not, the highest level of problems are in soccer players.
Interesting,
because it's constant running, and I was a lineman, so I was never a very good soccer player,
right?
But, because those guys are constantly running. Basketball is also because it's high level burst activity, so they may be cruising along, but it's a lot of going hard. When they're playing.
And of course, we mentioned also, Justin, we were talking about the Hank Gathers incident, and that was back in the 90s, I guess, and that was something.
That came to mind when you guys mentioned that.
That was heart related.
That was heart related. He had what's called hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. It's a genetic problem with his heart.
That was the first thing that popped in my head.
Anyway, that today testing would have been different for him. There would be. Do you think it'd have been caught?
Absolutely, it would have been caught. I mean, we do EKGs on folks, we do echoes on folks. And he had some symptoms that were sort of ignored, and then they finally found out what was going on. But
they pretty much said I'm sorry, Raj. They pretty much said that he died before he hit the floor, right?
Yeah. Well, when you look, in the talk my partner's giving to the athletic directors, when you look at people who pass out with cardiac causes, they faceplant. They, think about DeMar Hamlin on Monday Night Football.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him.
I was watching.
I forgot about him.
I was watching that live.
You
I said that's a cardiac problem immediately because he didn't even try to catch himself going down, and that's common among those folks when they have a cardiac issue like that. They're down before they actually land. They're out.
Roger, you were going to say something?
No, I was just going to say when you talk about the testing, it's profiling. You didn't do that with athletes because they're athletes. They obviously have no problem.
Would expect that. Yeah.
You're not expecting that at all, and that's a mistake that is not made anymore. That's why we were asking, do you do anything different now earlier than you did?
Yeah, and fortunately, and it's why in this sports cardiology we do performance stuff. We do some basal metabolic rate.
Well, you've got me a sports cardiology, so there it is. It's under that umbrella. You're doing different things other than when I go see Dr. Orsini to go and check for because I'm a meat eater or something like that.
But the reason we do some other stuff is, fortunately, passing out for athletes and cardiac issues is a very tiny problem. Fortunately, it doesn't happen very often. It's incredibly tragic when it does, and so we do everything we can to try to identify that. And you draw the line on the screening there on echoes and EKGs, or versus the turn your head and cough. Everybody gathered around in the gym.
Well, I think it's fascinating what you're also, besides the screening, you're trying to help athletes that are already athletes, trying to make them better, perform more efficiently. Correct?
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
The website is arcardsports.com. ARCARD sports.com. So if an athlete's out there listening, whatever the age is, it could be 30, 40, 50, whatever, and they're active and want to get tested to the beyond what's the average. They need to. Now, is your place in North Little Rock, but Baptist Health in North Little Rock?
We're at Baptist Spring Hill. The other thing I promised I'd get the number out there. So 501-975-7676. And if you want to bypass our phone tree, it's number 7. So, pick number 7.
Nice.
It'll go right to Kaylee. Who
that's
does
a life hack. People need that right there. That's a hack.
It's Dr. Bobby Caldwell. You got some pipes on you. I was saying, Justin.
I actually thought the same thing, too.
Great timber.
I was about to say, maybe you should be doing some radio in addition to
come back and do some ads, right?
Yeah.
A little side gig.
I think you can.
Real quick, Baz, on the D3 Auto Sales text line, we have a listener that is telling us there is a ladder in the middle of the lane on 630 eastbound at Main Street exit. A ladder, middle lane on 630 eastbound on the Main Street exit. Hopefully somebody's listening to that. Be careful doing that. Maybe a copper or RDOT's out there.
Someone also made the mention, and forgot about this at War Memorial. Garrett Ekman? Garrett Ekman. Remember the young man from Catholic?
Absolutely.
He played for the Razorbacks.
Well, and he's a North Little Rock guy. He's actually the Ekmans out there in Marche. You know, went to Immaculate Heart. So yeah, that's
tragic deal. That was where was he?
I think he was at like his dorm or
it was
his
a dorm room,
apartment,
right? It was a dorm room, not War Memorial, but it was. He was at Catholic.
I think we played at War Memorial.
That next, it was for LSU.
Like the next few days or so,
and that was the same kind of issue.
Because that's when Petrino was the coach.
A similar issue, and just great family. I mean that. You know, I know the family up there.
And then of course,
just tragic.
And of course, Roger, so Roger has orthopedist and cardiologist on his staff.
I do. I don't have a podiatrist, but I do have those. I have a general practitioner as well and a vet. And they're very good friends of mine. I like to have their numbers in there and my phone. Now, Dr. Orsini is cool, and I know that he appreciates my naked gardening that goes on. And I know that Dr. Orsini, if you're listening, he's not listening because I know he's busy. But if you know him, ask him when he shaves his head out in his backyard, what is he doing? What is he doing?
I do think it is amazing, Bobby, and I'm calling him Bobby because he asked me to.
Oh,
Dr. Caldwell. I do find it amazing.
So disrespectful.
The technology is so amazing now where you can, check out your heart in all these variety of ways. 50 years ago, you're not, it's not even the same plane of what it is now.
It's actually what attracted me to cardiology. Going through med school, I was going to be an orthopedic surgeon, and I did an orthopedic residency and thought, this is human carpentry. They're using nails and planes and all that. And I drifted off into the cardiology rotation and went, wow, this is pretty cool. You get the ultrasounds and stents and cats and all that. So that's what made me go that route way back.
You could build a shed with all the things that are in Baz's body.
What is the
maybe even a single family home? I don't know.
Do you have crossover with orthopedists very much in what you do?
We do. I mean, they don't like to see us coming. We don't like to see them coming.
Gotcha.
Heart and orthopedics. That we see their patients when obviously they're having trouble, and fortunately most of the time, they do pretty well.
Let me ask you this, doctor, if I may be so bold. I have a cardiologist. Once again, Alex Orsini. I call him AO.
Alex is a great guy.
Great guy. Basil does not. He's 61 years old. He's on the backside. He's on the backside of 61. Should he go and get his heart tested?
Well, we'd love for Basil to come over and do our cardiopulmonary stress test. As an athlete.
But he also is 61. I don't think he has that done. So now's the time to do it.
He's talking to me as an athlete, Roger. Let him finish.
I know you are a master athlete. I know.
Master's athlete.
Doctor, can we add former before that?
Something may happen to you.
Yeah, at some time you're a supers masters athlete. Not quite there yet. And unfortunately, he and I are about the same age. So
right. Are you finding any more? Are you getting any more patients with the advent of pickleball being around so much?
Not yet. Haven't seen many pickleballers.
Okay.
But.
A couple of things on our D3 Auto Sales text line. Several people are saying he sounds like Trey Reed.
He does.
I haven't really picked up on that. Several people are saying that. Reggie Lewis for the Celtics.
Yeah.
Was his a heart issue too? I forgot about his.
It was, and I'm a Celtics fan, so that was. I mean, that set the Celtics back a decade, basically.
Yeah, and so back to the point you were saying. I'm sure all these pro franchises now go extra over the top in terms of testing and those kind of things, to where you can check. You know what you're dealing with right off the bat, right? There's no surprise.
They have. We go to some of these sports cardiology meetings. The big guys who are talking at these meetings are all affiliated with the combine and sports teams, and they're putting these athletes through literally every test you can think of to try to evaluate them.
All right, Doc, I got to ask you this right here. Is it true? We've gotten this is the serious part of the show. Is it true that we say God bless you because when you sneeze, your heart stops?
No.
Okay.
No.
There it is. Got it out.
It's from the German Gesundheit, and I think that's where it comes from.
Yes, Josh.
So every other year I get a stress test. Sometimes it's treadmill, sometimes it's bike. Why one over the other? Do you have a preference in one?
No. When athletes come in, especially on the performance side, we ask them, "Hey, what do you do?" We did one yesterday, actually. A guy who ran when he was younger, stopped running for a while, comes back and starts about 5 years ago, and wanted to know, hey, why am I not improving. And so, we ask you, hey, what's your pace? We're going to start you out in a warm-up. We're going to start you out at your warm-up pace. We're trying to simulate the activity you're doing best we can. So if you're a biker, we'll put you on the bike. If you're a runner, we'll put you on the treadmill. And if you're just a guy who's trying to work out and figure it out, we'll give you the choice.
Yeah, I think it's fascinating, too, how, the kids, we go through this process. I remember back when Arkansas Sports Medicine, this was back when we were just putting trainers at schools, and I remember seeing all these doctors do physicals, and they were listening to the heart. And I remember a couple times ago, I want you to be checked, because I thought I heard something or whatever, which I think, listen, I know it's sort of a pain in the rear, but I think it's a great thing to where all it takes is catching one athlete and maybe saving their lives by, finding out that information.
Go ahead, Doctor.
Well, I was just saying, my partner's talking to the athletic directors, and we were going over what he's going to say and the talk, and it just takes one athlete going down for that to be a lifetime, history tragedy for a program. I mean, the reality is we talk about what's happened in the Razorback program or those things. If that happens at your high school or your small town,
and it has.
That is an absolute tragedy.
Well, it happened at Parkview. That's why they started getting all the defibrillators out there, right?
And I will say, to give shout out to the state of Arkansas and our government. Ambulances at every sporting event, defibrillators, AEDs on site. The state of Arkansas is actually one of the leaders nationally in providing that service to athletes there. So our legislature's done a great job with that.
Well, listen, Dr. Caldwell, we appreciate you coming up. Very fascinating. Baptist Health. Now, you're at Baptist Health Spring Hill,
North
right?
Little Rock, exactly.
North Little Rock. And then give the number again.
501-975-7676 and hit option 7 to get directly to the sports cardiology center.
The website is arcardsports.com, too.
We're Arkansas Cardiology, so arcardsports.com.
Awesome. Well, fascinating topic. We appreciate you all the good work you're doing, and we've had a long relationship with Baptist Health, and they're good folks, and appreciate you coming by.
Yeah. But before you go, Doc, we haven't had a chance to do this in a while, and you are the next contestant in.
What's that bulge in his pocket?
Doc, it's a game that, Randy, I don't know, it could be a stethoscope. I don't know. Doc, it's a game we like to call What's That Bulge in His Pocket, because is there something that you keep maybe from medical school, maybe there's something that you keep from your days at Fayetteville or whatever that you keep in your pocket, that you keep like a lucky coin or a lucky something in your pocket? Do you have anything like that? And that is the impetus of
What's That Bulge in His Pocket?
Anything?
It's actually not in my pocket, but on my lapel, I have a heart pin.
We will take that.
Yeah, a heart pin that a patient gave me probably 25 years ago.
And you wear that daily?
And I wear that daily.
Not in your in your.
It's not a bulge in my pocket, but it's a bulge on my lapel.
Thank you very much, and once again, ladies and gentlemen, for this edition of
What's That Bulge in His Pocket?
Thank you, Doc.
And this, you're a Hendrix grad, is that correct?
Hendrix grad. Yeah.
And you went to school at UMass? You're med school here.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. All right.
Well, thank you, Doc.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you very much.
Yeah, fascinating. Bobby Caldwell. Thanks.
You get over there and you take that. You need to take that test because here's the deal.
And I'm serious. We'd love to have you come over and do that.
If he's got an issue, couldn't something happen to him and he just drowned in his hot tub because of all that?
And the nice thing is, it's a regular stress test, but more. So that's
more.
a
Do it
on a steak.
You getting that? Yeah, exactly. You could. You know what?
That could get us all.
Thanks, Bobby. All right, we'll take a break. Come back, and I see Chuck Gatlin hanging around out there.
Oh, great.
If we hadn't said it publicly,
we haven't said it on the air yet.
Let's see if Justin can get it. Don't blurt, Joe, Justin.
Rick Steele, everybody, there he is. Singing if you know it.
So he's got a theme for today's music. So just listen to all the joiners, and he's been playing since 6:30 today. I don't recognize this.
What? Midnight, I got 2 more bottles of wine.
I recognize it now. I do now.
All right, come on, Emmylou Harris. Here we go. All right, thanks, Doc. We'll be right back with Family Feud at 8:30 on Morning Mayhem.
Morning Mayhem wants to know, is it fact or is it crap? Listen each week for your chance to play, presented by the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, your local energy partners.
This is SportsCenter.
For the first time in their program's history, Arkansas State women's basketball is going to the big dance. They beat JMU, who was undefeated 18-0 in Sun Belt Conference play. For the championship game yesterday, they defeated them 86-79 in overtime. Chrislyn Rose had 23 points as the Red Wolves finished the year at 23-10, 15-3 in the league, and pushed their way into the NCAA tournament. Arkansas State's men did not have such success. They lost in the Sun Belt championship game yesterday, 94-81 against the Troy Trojans. They finished the year at 24-10, 13-5 was their Sun Belt mark. Another Arkansas team trying to fight their way into the NCAA tournament. The Central Arkansas Bears, the number 2 seed, the Atlantic Sun, host Lipscomb tonight at 6:30 on ESPN Plus in one of the semifinal games in the Atlantic Sun. The winner of that game will take on the winner of Eastern Kentucky and Florida Gulf Coast. I'm Josh Neighbors for the Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
Warm and windy today with a high of 80 degrees in Little Rock. Tonight, clear sky, cooling off down to 51 degrees. Tomorrow, mainly sunny with a high around 78. Then tomorrow night, a 70% chance of rain showers. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please, turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
You choose, you win. The crowd goes wild. The 2025 Bud Light $10,000 Bracket Challenge is your chance to win a 50-inch TV. Submit a perfect bracket and you'll win $10,000. Pick 60 games correctly, you'll win $1,000. Registration is open now at 1037thebuzz.com. It's the Bud Light $10,000 Bracket Challenge from 1037 The Buzz.
It's Justin Acri. If you're dealing with back or neck pain, the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health is here to help. Whether it's neurosurgery, orthopedic surgery, sports medicine, or pain management, their experts have you covered with the latest technology and minimally invasive techniques. They're focused on reducing your pain, improving mobility, and getting you back to doing what you love. Call 501-686-TOSH to set up an appointment today. That's 501-686-8674. The doctor will see you now.
For the fun. For the smiles. For the adventure. For inspiring a love of nature.
Ooh.
For conserving wildlife and wonder forever. For an unforgettable experience. Wow. Celebrate 100 wild years at the Little Rock Zoo this spring break. Visit littlerockzoo.com for details.
Whatever you're doing this weekend, if it doesn't involve fast horses, daily doubles, high fives, and corned beef sandwiches, you may be doing it wrong. Every weekend through May 3rd, Oaklawn has live thoroughbred racing. Whether your Oaklawn is cheering from the home stretch, dining in the Bugler restaurant, or raising a glass at the First Turn bar, your race day is whatever you want it to be. Make reservations today at oaklawn.com.
This is my Oaklawn.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Connor has cash at the Pickles Gap Weapon Shack in Conway. Connor will buy your used weapon or he will buy your entire collection. Connor has the cash and he wants to buy your used weapons. Check them out online at picklesgapweaponshack.com. Highway 65 North, Conway.
Justin and DJ are taking the zone to Washita Bar and Grill in Hot Springs this Thursday, courtesy of BKC Home Builders. Washita Bar and Grill has a huge weekend planned leading up to St. Patty's Day. DJ and Justin will tell you all about it this Thursday on 1037 The Buzz.
Did Josh miss another curse word in a movie clip? Let us know at 501-661-1037. Welcome back to Morning Mayhem, live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort. If Justin Moore is the Michael Jordan of Family Feud, then this man is the Scottie Pippen. He's the most famous Arkansas State alum that works at the Buzz. He's the best promotions director in the greater Little Rock area. Brought to you by Hubbard Power Sports, Can-Am, and Sea-Doo. Joining Morning Mayhem, it's Chuck Gatlin.
Chucky G.
Love it.
This is Justin Moore's favorite segment of the week.
Chuck. Well, yeah, I mean, what's my best segment? I don't know that it's my favorite. No, Chuck, could they not give you the best in the state, at least, if not the nation?
I mean, he wrote it.
They said best in Little Rock.
I mean, that might be pushing it.
Here's the problem: is that Justin recently he has not been the best in the state. He
Oh,
has been
wow.
now, to Charles's credit today.
I mean, that's a shot.
Wow,
right there.
shot! It's true. It's true.
Shot!
You can play the tape back from his last 2 segments. He was not good.
Wow.
But today, when the doc was just on, Chuck called me over and said, "Hey, check my list here. Am I missing anything?"
I was like, God forbid I missed something that Josh is doing.
No. There's missing one thing, and then there's getting everything wrong.
Wow. You're getting a text from your mom after this. I can feel it coming on.
Who I am, Justin?
Yeah.
100% chance of that. Yes. So, but I will say, to Chuck's credit, he did ask for us to. He did ask for me to proofread it. I made sure he got Roger's trivia on Thursday.
Thank you,
Josh.
I appreciate that.
But everything else he had. So, Chuck.
So what do we have, Chuck? What do we need
All
to
right,
know about?
first of all, thank you again to Hubbard Power Sports, Can-Am and Sea-Doo in Russellville. 2025 Can-Am Spiders are in the showroom. Go check them out online at hubbardpowersports.com. Spring Golf Tournament presented by Tito's Handmade Vodka. You can register your team now. It's April 14th at Burns Park. Go to 1037thebuzz.com to register your 4-person team for that tournament. Bud Light Bracket is up and going. The perfect bracket wins $10,000.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is that take home?
Sure. High school basketball championships.
Yes.
March 13th through 15th coming up this weekend. Presented by Birch Tree Communities and Roller Funeral Homes, along with ASU Three Rivers Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas.
You're reading this for the very first time, aren't you?
Yep.
No.
I think it's a great read, Chuck.
What time does the action begin, Chuck?
Noon on Thursdays.
So confident.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
put
you.
that in
But
your
you can
pipe.
see the entire schedule at 1037thebuzz.com. Just click or tap the basketball tab.
Would you instead of say schedule, say schedule?
Schedule?
Yes.
See the entire schedule. BuzzBarbecue is May 10th if you're a cook team. No.
Wow.
Can you believe it?
Which one is this, Bob?
21st.
Shut up!
The 21st annual Double B's BuzzBarbecue.
Yeah, very nice.
Wow.
Very nice.
So look at Gemma told me to let everybody know if you're a cook team that had a spot on the seawall or along the river, you can go ahead and reserve your spot. Just holler at Gemma and let her know. And then, of course, Thursday, trivia, Roger, Mainline Sports Bar. And the Zone will be at Washita Bar and Grill Thursday morning from 10 to 11:30 doing a half a show because of the high school basketball championships.
Right.
And then it's all high school basketball.
Also, by the way, too, just to make a point, Justin, we mentioned earlier in the day. First of all, congratulations to Arkansas State women. They go to their. Is it the first ever? I think first ever NCAA appearance for them.
Hell yes!
Is that right?
Yeah, and the men would have done the same thing if they'd have won yesterday. It'd have been their first ever. And Arkansas.
That's hard to believe.
I know.
Isn't it?
I know. Arkansas and Arkansas State would have been in it together, since we know the Razorbacks going to be in it today. UCA travels to Fayetteville to take on number 3 Arkansas in baseball, and then tonight you've got the women from UCA taking on Lipscomb in their tournament semifinal, the Atlantic Sun.
6:30 ESPN Plus.
Yeah, Josh is on TV tonight doing the ESPN Plus.
Will you wear a sport coat?
I will. I'll also wear shorts because the bottom half of me is not on camera. So
You're
I
putting
can wear
Josh
jacket.
on TV.
Yeah, he's been doing it for a while.
Okay, Ted Kaczynski over there.
Yep. Ted Kaczynski. Wow. Let's get a contestant for Family
Can
Feud.
we isolate? Sorry, Baz.
Sorry, go ahead.
Just real quick before I forget, can we isolate the bottom half of me will not be on TV? Thank God.
That's 661-1037.
Also, Chuck, you know that we're going to be doing the St. Patty's Day parade.
Darn right we
I
are.
need to speak with you about that before
we're
part
broadcasting.
ways
Yeah,
today.
we're broadcasting live Monday
'Cause
morning.
I know
Did
you
you know
don't
that?
want to be a part of it. So
Did you know that?
I'm sorry.
No. I'm just telling you that because I know you want to come down and be a part of it.
Yes.
I need to help you understand
What
there's
time is
things
the
that they're doing. So
Yeah.
What time is the parade?
time is like 5:30. But people start hanging around there before then. But the actual start is like by 5:30 or 6, right, Roger? Justin, you've done it before. Doesn't take long. I mean, it's.
And they start getting their spots along Bridge Street.
Much earlier.
Oh, around
1:00.
everything.
Yeah.
Early.
Valerie Bertinelli is one of the. I'm not sure what her title is. And Flava Flav.
She's hot.
Flava Flav is there
She's
too.
gonna be hot. Oh my goodness, she's gonna be so hot.
All right, 661-1037. Give us a contestant. Let's roll.
It's time for everyone's favorite game, Family Feud. Sponsored by Southern Bank. Visit bankwithsouthern.com for more information about your lending needs. Now, let's play the feud.
We got us a good one.
All right, what are we playing for? We do want to thank Southern Bank for sponsoring this, but what are we playing for, Joshy?
We've got
Maybe give a couple
tickets.
options. Maybe give a couple options.
Two tickets to Razorback, baby.
If they can't go tonight, is what you
Right. So if you have
we
a
can't.
burning desire to see the Hogs play the Bears tonight, we have tickets to that. But we also have tickets to next Wednesday's game, March 19th, when the Razorbacks take on the Oral Roberts. Question mark. What's the
Preach
name?
it.
Oral Roberts.
Now
Eagles.
who's not prepared?
Oh!
Oh my goodness!
Hold on, what did you say?
He said, "Now who's not prepared?"
I got that one correct. I said Eagles.
Wow.
So if you want to do that, or if you just want to play for pride and you don't want any one of those tickets,
Well, then
you
you're
can,
dummy. But yeah, sure. If you
then
want to do
if
that.
you 661-1037, Justin, I was saying as we wait for a contestant, it's pretty unique.
Yeah.
You got Bree Ellis leads the nation in home runs, on base percentage, and slugging percentage. That's first time that's happened.
She is on an absolute tear.
It's only happened one time by a D1 player, Justin, through March 10th, where it is now since 2012. And then you look at Vahiva Aloy, another SEC Player of the Week. He's hit I think he hits like 630 with 11 RBIs, 3 home runs. He's killing it. So you got,
and his brother's
he's almost right there behind him. Yeah.
I think he's actually got a better batting average, but I could be wrong.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it at all. Yeah, I mean those two together, the hottest brothers there are in America right now.
They really are right now, brother. 661-1037, 661-1037. If you'd like to play. Now listen, for those tickets that we have for the Razorback game today, we should get a hold of Ricky Schaefer.
Yeah.
See if he knows somebody and say, hey, you know anybody that wants a couple of tickets so we don't go to waste? Because they should be used.
I agree.
I was gonna, and forgive me. I quite honestly, I just wasn't listening. I was reading something, but are you? Is that the game you're doing, Josh?
I am doing UCA women's basketball. They're in the
basketball.
Atlantic
Okay,
Sun
sorry.
Semifinal
All
tonight
right.
against Lipscomb. Yeah.
Gotcha.
One other note: a lot of deals being done. We talked yesterday, Justin, about you being thrilled about Aaron Rodgers maybe being the quarterback for the your Pittsburgh Steelers.
That's an internal battle right now. I mean, I do think he's pushing 40, right?
40.
Yeah, 40. Yeah, it's over 40.
Oh wow, okay. I mean, I do think he's got a year in him. I mean, I don't know what you guys think, if he's healthy, but he is.
Yeah,
he's a butthole.
Do you want him?
And he's just a strange dude. But if he wins, I mean, I'll take it, I guess. We just got over the Roethlisberger stuff and stopped talking about that quarterback, and here we go again.
Right.
I don't know.
The Steelers QB situation's been really odd for since Big Ben left, because
Josh, they will not get somebody out of the draft early. That's not their MO.
Pickett was he?
They traded Pickett,
was he
right?
second or third round?
Yeah, but he was. But once that was a relatively weak quarterback class.
Yeah,
and
he played for Pittsburgh in college, and I think I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's been weird. They've had Russ, they've had Fields, they've had Pickett in there, obviously, and then now. I mean, I think. They'll win what? They'll do what they always do. They win 9 games, right? The Steelers always win 9 games.
Oh my God.
The other note I wanted to bring up was that with an Arkansas connection, Dre Greenlaw, who's spent his entire career with the 49ers, was traded to the Broncos yesterday. $35 million deal, 3-year deal. So, that's not massive money like the $200 million, but still $35 million is pretty darn good.
How wild is that? It's not a lot of money.
It didn't say.
It's no 250.
It did not say if that was the case or not. Also, too, don't forget, tomorrow you've got the Razorbacks at noon. And Justin, have you been on the show? Have we played the clip for Justin? Yeah, we beeped out the beginning of Cal. Have you heard the clip? I think I sent it to you last night. This is Cal talking to the dejected Razorbacks in the locker room after the South Carolina embarrassment.
Rod, you got it right. You want me to do it?
I
have it.
You got the new one. Go ahead.
He nails it. He nails it.
Look at me. This happens. We just went on a gauntlet of games, and you guys brought it every game. What did I tell the staff? We're going to have one of these where you go 0 for 18. Look, I've done this so long, I know. Let's just get ready for Tuesday. My focus is now Vandy on the road, another really good team. We're a really good team. You can't play the way you played today. You can't accept, I'm going to let this dude punk me. I'm not.
So how about that? He nails this.
I've not heard that.
It's brilliant.
Yeah, really good.
You should have seen how dejected the players looked. That's on that Vice TV show. I've never seen a locker room look so, the body language, they were just crushed. And he said it. He said, I told my staff this is going to happen. And he said, let's look ahead. And that's exactly what they did. And they win. They beat Vanderbilt on the road, and then they beat Mississippi State. So, again, he just continues to push the right buttons, fortunately, to get the job done. So, anyway,
yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, the run that they've been on, they're not 13-0 in their last 13 games.
Right, 8-5, yeah.
In this league, with losing players.
Quad 1 win.
I got to give it up. I mean, coaches are held accountable for wins and losses, obviously,
right.
And they should be. They get paid a whole lot of money, and we've talked about it in a lot of sports with the Hogs. The last few years that I've been on here, but I think this has been one of his better coaching jobs, and I don't know, the last decade maybe or something.
Sure.
With the stuff the situation. Right.
Roger poo-pooed Cal's. Cal made the comment. I think
first
this is
of all,
my favorite team.
Cal's the one that said the
favorite team of all time that I've coached. And you go, it's just
I'm cynical. I'm sorry. I'm old, and you can't tell me that's rain on my back. So it's one of those things. No.
Wow.
If you'll listen to me first, if you'll let me explain myself, what I was, and you're right. I may have come off negative by saying it. It's cynical. What he did was telling those kids something. Those kids aren't as cynical right now. They're still new. Maybe they believe what he's saying, but you can't.
You know what I told
you?
Justin,
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Trey Biddy.
I told Roger that this is the most unique situation he's ever been in.
That's not what Coach said.
Because of the only 7 players starting with scratch and players going down. So it really was a unique circuit, and he's going to a different school. So I do think it holds a special place because of the unique circumstances.
But I will say to agree with Rod, or to play devil's advocate here, he's the one that chose to only get 8 dudes.
I know.
I mean,
I understand that, but
you got to take responsibility for that. But
I think he does.
But typically, you don't you typically don't lose 2 starters. Arguably, your 2 best players in the same season.
Yeah, and start 0-5. And start 0-5 and come out.
It's weird though. Like there's a weird part of it where the 9 guys thing is actually working, I think, in their favor a bit now because we're not asking, who is Arkansas's best 5? It's like we've got 7 players and we'll play them as needed because we only have 7. So there's really not much of a debate about like who should be out there because they've got 7 guys. So it's weird because they lack depth, but also I think in some ways it actually does benefit them.
In Josh,
shout out to your mom, Josh.
Thero is the best athlete on the team. I think we can all agree on that, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So he gives you an opportunity to do some different things when he's in the game, obviously. Yeah. But Brazil has been maybe better for the team in that role.
Yes.
I mean,
no question. Yeah.
And his perimeter shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we got
6'11".
We got to play Roger.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, I feel like Baz and Roger need a safe word when they argue. We do.
We got to play for Justin when we come back. We got to play the clip of Vickery yesterday.
Oh, we'll do that. And we have cake. Listen, if you can't go to the Razorback game, we have cake tickets.
Yeah,
I just said cake.
How about you know what? How about a Morning Mayhem shirt for the winner of this thing when we come back?
How about a cake?
How about that?
A Morning Mayhem
go
winner.
To Walmart.
You mean for Family Feud?
Family
Family Feud winner. Okay, all right, but seriously, if somebody out in Northwest Arkansas, maybe you know somebody if you're listening, we have a pair of tickets. We're here. We're gonna give them to somebody. Yep. If somebody's up there, we'll send them to you.
What?
For today's game.
I know.
Nobody's.
Don't go away.
Nobody's calling.
No, they want to cheat. They want a Morning Mayhem shirt.
I just wonder if they think this is afternoon.
Tickets to paradise, baby! Oh.
And now, introducing the starting lineup for your financial championship team, Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union. First up, at point guard, leading the team in setting up your financial future, Steve Brown. At shooting guard, the go-to playmaker for mortgage loans, guiding you down the right path to home ownership, the real Mac Jones. At small forward, specializing in home equity lines of credit, because whether it's a new bathroom, a wedding, or a second honeymoon, she's got the perfect assist, Jamie Bigelow. At power forward, bringing the strength of Kasasa Free Checking, where you make money with 6% APY instead of paying it, Andrea Rose. At center, standing tall at the Sheridan branch, helping you consolidate debt and slam dunk a Visa Platinum card with rates as low as 7.99%, Leah House. From general loans to free notarization to expert financial counseling, this team has everything you need to win with your money. Visit alcoacommunityfcu.org and join the championship squad today.
Every project is an opportunity, and every John Deere tractor is built for rising to the challenge. The Down-to-Earth package is built for breaking new ground. The Greenway Special is built for cutting time, not corners. And the Weekend Warrior is built for those who give it everything, even on their days off. It's your time and your land. Let Greenway help you make the most of it with 0% financing for 7 years. Visit GoGreenway.com to get started. With approved credit, see dealer for details. Offer ends April 30th, 2025.
Pickup truck, sports car, motorcycle, minivan, townhouse, two-story, farmhouse, fixer-upper. What you drive and where you live is different for everyone, so it's important to have insurance that fits your needs and is just right for you. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that, which is why our agents help you design a comprehensive auto, home, and life insurance plan. Insurance that fits just right.
See Shelter Agent Christy Pettit in Maumelle, Matt Cooper in Russellville, or Madison Buse in England.
Glass is remarkable and recyclable. Here in Pulaski County, we can recycle glass and turn it into jobs. How? Epic Glass Recycling, a locally owned nonprofit company, has built a new glass recycling plant in North Little Rock. The plant will soon be manufacturing a gravel-like product that reduces the cost of road construction. It saves money on other uses too, while it helps protect the environment. So, to create jobs at the plant, put empty glass bottles and jars in your curbside recycling cart or drop them off at a Pulaski County green station. Your old glass will be turned into new products and new jobs. For more information on how to turn glass into jobs, go to mydoright.com. At mydoright.com, you'll learn all the ways you can recycle empty glass bottles and jars. Help the community and help the economy by creating manufacturing jobs through glass recycling.
It's time once again to rock the block with the 3rd Street Merchants Association St. Patrick's Day Block Party. Come join us Saturday, March 15th for a day of fun and libations. The Irish Cultural Society Parade begins at 1 o'clock and we'll have beer tents, local vendors, step dancers, and the Carla Case Band outside. And the Dilemma will be inside on the Guinness Music stages. So bring a valid ID and maybe you'll find your pot of gold at our end of the rainbow.
Hey folks, Trey Johnson with HJ Trailer Sales. Thank you for making us the #1 North Star truck bed dealer in the world. We have the newly redesigned North Star beds in stock, but don't forget our trailers. Hillsboro, Hart, Good Guys, Iron Bull, Delta, and Airtow. If you make a living with a trailer or use a trailer in any way, look up your hometown trailer store on Facebook. Get big store amenities with hometown service. Stop by HJ Trailer Sales in Hot Springs or Paragould, or online at hjtrailersales.com.
Oaklawn Racing Casino Resort presents Oaklawn Race Day with Justin Acree and David Wanjanati every Saturday morning at 11. Oaklawn Race Day is your inside track to America's hottest thoroughbred action and Arkansas' source for racing news and analysis. Oaklawn Race Day, presented by Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
Hey
everybody. This is NFL Hall of Famer Dan Hampton, and I love hanging out with Baz and the boys on the Buzz. Tune in every morning so you can get the news just like I do.
This joke about make the tournament.
You don't think it can still happen?
What are we? If we win the SEC tournament, yes.
No. Season ended today. Do you think they'd be in?
No, the season doesn't end today. You people live in a fairy world. I live in the real world where we've got.
Now, I guess we have another Justin, another person who's wrong. Who's wrong?
Okay, so that was yesterday.
When you say another person, do you mean to go along with?
There's a report out, I'm sure you guys have talked about it, that Boogie Flynn is done for the year, so that means the season is over.
Yeah, Josh, I said this, what happens if could it spark something with Nelly and that, maybe that could they somehow be better? No? Don't think so?
I don't know.
Don't think moving like Wagner, maybe this inspires Wagner Nelly to play better?
I mean, I think, no.
Don't think so?
Season's over.
We were 0-5. They put us all in the coffin. They just didn't put the nails in.
How about that?
I love that quote.
So the Vickery comment, Justin, was from not yesterday, but a week ago.
Oh, it was last Monday.
So that was last Monday. Vickery told after the South Carolina loss.
Yeah, how ugly.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
It got ugly in here.
So it was before the last two wins.
And I'm just trying to, we're the
Is that
show that
correct?
doesn't know what we're talking about, but somehow we've nailed it on this basketball team. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, you've nailed it.
All right, listen, we got to play. We got to
play a few. Let's play it real quick. Now, you've already given away some tickets to today's game. That's cool. They won't go to waste. We've already played the theme, so let's go ahead and get this out for cake tickets. Cake. It's time to play the feud. Who's this?
David.
David. All right, David. David, what's your last name?
Stolzer.
It's a made-up name.
Oh, it ain't made up name. I went to Metallica with you.
Back off, Roger.
So listen, I just wanted you to tell everybody your name. That's all. Here's the deal, David. Your name is your buzzer. You're gonna need that on the very first question only. Really, I want you to listen to the man who took his kids to Nashville and brought them back home in 24 hours. Justin Moore, when I asked him for his buzzer, those many years ago.
Justin!
Let me hear your buzzer, David.
David!
Oh, my God. That's a quick buzzer.
Man, you gotta roll. You gotta roll, man. You gotta roll.
All right, here we go.
Got 2 minutes.
Talk 2 minutes. We gotta play the game real quick. Everybody, all right, the game is David and Josh on what team? David, you and Chuck and Justin on the other team. Here it is. Top 5 answers on the board from people that I asked at Mainline last week. If someone asks you out on a date, what's an excuse you might give if you weren't interested?
David
BAZZEL, first up.
I've got to keep the kids. I've got kids. I can't go. I can't go on a date.
Ironic.
Not on the list. Top 5 answers still on the board. David, you are the leader of your team with Justin Moore, who has never lost this game, and Charles Chuck Wagon Gatlin. Give me any one of the top 5 answers, and you'll control the board. If someone asks you out on a date, what's an excuse you might give?
You're already married or dating somebody.
Yeah. Let's just in a relationship, number 1, you control the board. Do you want to pass or play?
Up to you, David.
You're going to play. Top 4 answers are on the board. Here we go. We got a short amount of time. That's the reason I'm doing it, David. Give me the next answer. Out of the 100 people, 36 said in a relationship. Give me the next 4 answers. If someone asks you out on a date, you are not interested. What are you going to say?
Just too busy. Got to work.
Just too busy.
Work.
It's on the list. It's number 4 on the list.
30
number
seconds.
4. Come on. Give me another. Give me another one.
Not attracted to.
Not
the
attracted.
Other person.
What do you say?
Not attracted to.
Not attracted. Not interested. That's it right there. Not interested. We're going to give it to you. Number 3 and number 5 are on the board. 17 people said the number 3 answer.
How about you got people in from out of town? You don't want to leave them.
Not on the board. Not on the board. That's 1 strike. 2 strikes left. 2 answers remain. If someone asks you out on a date, what's an excuse you might give?
You're sick.
Gotta hurry. Justin, gotta hit the 3, man.
I just want to be. I'm taking a break from dating right now.
On the list.
Oh my gosh, unbelievable!
1 answer left. It's the number 3 answer.
Come on, Justin, do it again.
If you're not interested,
come on, do it again, Justin.
David. Give me an answer, David.
This is where it gets really, really hard.
I am
Come on.
15 seconds.
Oh, jeez.
Too tired.
Too tired.
No, one more.
This is it. Give me the answer.
Come on,
You
Justin,
win.
hit
If
it.
not, the tickets go back into the hopper.
Come on, Justin, hit your shot.
If you're not interested in this
I'm
chick,
blanking.
what are you going to say?
I got to get up too early in the morning. I got religious
pick up my
differences. Got to pick up my kids.
Take care of my kids.
Keep going. Come on.
Bass said
Take care of my
that
kids.
one.
Give me something
It's
else.
it.
Come on.
That one.
Give him an A for effort. Give him
it
an
was
A for
an X.
effort.
You know, when it comes to beautiful lawns, nothing cuts like a Gravely. When it comes to cutting prices, there's nothing like Gravely's biggest sale of the year, Mow the Distance. And this year, it's even bigger than ever. Because on March 17th through April 19th, you can save thousands of dollars with 0% interest over 48 months on all models. So hurry on down now to your local authorized Gravely dealer like F.L. Davis in Greer's Ferry or Gravel Ridge Small Engine in Jacksonville.
Hey, it's Randy Rainwater from Drive Time Sports. Tuesday, Rick and I have a great show prepared for you. Neil Atkinson from Bitch Saracen, going around the horn and over the fence with Kevin Bohannon. Thanks to Fence Brokers and Chris Walker. Kevin Who Scoop McPherson and Hogsports.com, Trey Biddy. Thanks to Chris Crane Hyundai and Genesis of Conway. What a show! See you Tuesday on 1037 The Buzz.
Floyd Seafood, Kill Avenue in Sherwood is your homesick Cajun headquarters. King cakes are in, live crawfish too. Place your orders by 2 p.m. Thursday for weekend boils. Floyd'sMeatandSeafood.com.
World champion of what?
1037 The Buzz, your world champions of sports radio.
Don't get me wrong.
KABZ Little Rock. Buzz News with KARK's Claire Kreitz.
State lawmakers are considering a bill that could allow drivers to continue through red lights. The bill would treat intersections like stop signs. All drivers would still be required to stop at red lights, but if no one else is at the intersection, you could proceed through it. The bill made it through a committee and will be heard in the Senate this afternoon. One of the former Crawford County deputies caught beating a man during an arrest in 2022 is appealing his sentence. Levi White was sentenced to more than 5 years in federal prison for using excessive force, but his co-defendant was only given a year in prison plus a year of supervised release. White's attorneys say the punishment is unreasonable and that the difference in sentences between the co-defendants is unjust. They are asking the appeals court to vacate White's sentence and order a resentencing. This is Claire Kreitz for the Buzz Radio Network.
Razorback pitcher Gabe Gackle gets in the zone each week, courtesy of the Positively Sports Award presented by Arkansas Digital Media and Billy's Awards in Conway.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
It's going to be another beautiful sunny day, but it'll warm up to 80 degrees, plus a little windy. A southwest wind 10 to 20, maybe some gusts around 25 miles per hour. Tonight, a clear sky will drop off to the lower 50s. Tomorrow, a mainly sunny day, highs in the upper 70s. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please, turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Listen each Friday during Drive Time Sports for the basketball insider in Arkansas. It's Pure Sweat Skills and Training's Bart Reed, made possible by Martin Orthopedics, with locations in Little Rock, North Little Rock, Cabot, and Hot Springs Village. Staffed with fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons and sports medicine specialists. For more information on the web, go to martinortho.care.
Hey folks, this is David BAZZEL for Simmons Bank. What started as a hometown bank in Pine Bluff more than 120 years ago, Simmons Bank has expanded their footprint to more than 200 locations across the Mid-South. Simmons Bank offers comprehensive financial solutions delivered with a client-central approach. Last year, Simmons Bank was recognized by U.S. News & World Report as one of the best companies to work for in the South, and in 2023 by Forbes as one of the world's best banks. The Simmons Bank Championship presented by Stevens was named the best tournament on the PGA Tour champions by the golfers themselves. It's very rare that a first-year tournament wins an award from the players like the Simmons Bank Championship did. George Macris and his strong team at Simmons Bank can help you grow. Give them a shot and tell them Baz sent you. You can find all of their locations on the web at SimmonsBank.com. With more than $27 billion in total assets, Simmons Bank continues to grow. Join me and many others and make Simmons Bank your bank. SimmonsBank.com or check out a branch near you. One of the best banks in America located right here in Arkansas.
whatever you're doing this weekend. If it doesn't involve fast horses, daily doubles, high fives, and corned beef sandwiches, you may be doing it wrong. Every weekend through May 3rd, Oaklawn has live thoroughbred racing. Whether your Oaklawn is cheering from the home stretch, dining in the Bugler restaurant, or raising a glass at the First Turn bar, your race day is whatever you want it to be. Make reservations today at oaklawn.com.
This is my Oaklawn.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hello, Buzz listeners. It's Chris Zender here at Frank Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep in Sherwood. It's Ram Truck Month, and we've got the biggest discounts, plus 1.9% financing for 72 months on all new half-ton Rams. Also, we have $8,000 discounts on all new 2500s with no payments for 90 days. Nobody beats a Fletcher deal on Rams. And we've got the Jeep Wrangler up to $9,000 off. And the new Jeep Compass, lower than it's ever been. We got them starting at $22,975. That's for a brand new Compass with payments starting as low as $459 a month. Credit problems are no problem for us. If you have credit problems in the past, don't give up. Go to FletcherCredit.com and get pre-qualified. Then come in and let us help you get the vehicle you need. Folks, we're making deals every day like it's the last day of the month. Just tell us what you want and how much you want to pay, and we'll do the rest. Shop Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood before you buy anywhere else. Come see us in person at Fletcher Dodge on Warden Road in Sherwood, or shop online at FletcherDeals.com.
It's Justin Acri. If you're dealing with back or neck pain, the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health is here to help. Whether it's neurosurgery, orthopedic surgery, sports medicine, or pain management, their experts have you covered with the latest technology and minimally invasive techniques. They're focused on reducing your pain, improving mobility, and getting you back to doing what you love. Call 501-686-TOSH to set up an appointment today. That's 501-686-8674. The doctor will see you now.
For over 30 years, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse has been Arkansas's truck accessory headquarters and the only stop for all your truck parts and accessories. If it goes on a truck, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse has got it. And that includes upgrading your truck with Vortex spray liners. Tough, durable, proudly made in the USA. Their spray liners can protect your truck for years to come. Call Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse at 501-568-0040 to schedule your spray. Or stop by 65th and University.
Enjoy St. Patty's Day weekend in Hot Springs at Watchtower Bar and Grill March 13th through March 17th. Enjoy burgers, barbecue, beer, bourbon, and ball games all weekend. Brunch will be served Sunday 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. as well as a bingo bash from 11:30 to 2. Watch the St. Patrick's Day Parade pass in front of Watchtower Bar and Grill Monday, March 17th. Indoor and outdoor seating are available. Live music all weekend. This event is family and pet friendly. RSVP on Facebook and join the fun at Watchtower Bar and Grill on Central Avenue in downtown Hot Springs.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem.
I want your blood. I want your soul.
Live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios.
I want them both right now.
Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
I'm your huckleberry.
Here is David BAZZEL, Roger Scott, and Justin Moore.
All right, Lunger, let's do it.
Justin!
9:06 on this Tuesday, March 11th. Our man JM was at the Grand Ole Opry last night. And Roger, it's funny. I remember I brought it up, Justin, last week. I said that the Grand Ole Opry had changed its mic stand, and I think you referenced quickly, just said I'm going to be there next week, and I'd forgotten about it until Shannon Lynn says, "Hey, guess just walked out on the stage, Justin Moore singing Small Town USA." So
that's pretty cool.
Wow. That was loud.
You know what that is? That is Rush Limbaugh.
Would you mark the tape on that one,
mark the
Josh?
tape, Josh. That is an old Rush Limbaugh. Today is his birthday.
It is?
That's right.
I didn't see that.
Well, you know what? You don't see everything, mister. I saw the basketball program coming on.
Let's see here. Also wanted to mention a couple other things. Did you see, especially with Josh's parents being dentists?
And listening.
And listening, maybe.
Not anymore.
Nearly half of us know our dentist can see through our lies.
Yeah.
In a survey, 57% of Americans admit that they've lied to their dentist about their flossing and brushing habits, even though 48% of them know their dentist can see right through their lies. So apparently, I guess you're telling the. Did you ever do that? Did you see? I mean, I don't know why there would be the need to want to tell your dentist that you're flossing. I mean, they can tell. They can look at it and tell whether you've been flossing or not.
Sure, they can.
How about that? But Josh, did you Do you feel like you couldn't lie to your parents because they knew exactly about your teeth?
I might have lied about some different stuff.
Yeah.
Not
Here's another story I wanted to throw out there. Actors who always play the same character. You tell me if this is true.
Josh said Tom Cruise does.
Yeah, Tom Cruise. There you go.
Tom Cruise is not on the list.
Since 2005, yeah.
Number 10, and I have to agree with this, Vin Diesel. I think everything.
Oh, yeah.
He cannot act.
What about Jesse Eisenberg? Is he the guy off of Facebook?
Mark Wahlberg.
He did play Lex Luthor, did he?
He did.
Wasn't he on?
Yeah, he did.
Was that the guy on? I may be way off. Breaking Bad?
No, I don't think he was on there.
Okay.
No, that was Jesse Gosenhardt. No, that was Gosenhardt.
What about Zoe Deschanel?
Zoe Deschanel, yes.
I don't know her.
She can play whatever she wants.
Yes,
you know who she is.
Which one is she?
She sings in Elf.
Oh, yes, I like her.
She's a TV show news.
Yes.
What about, this is probably true here, Melissa McCarthy. Most of her characters are pretty similar in all her movies, so that's pretty accurate.
I agree. I don't think she's that great.
No, what about Seth Rogen? I think most of his characters are similar.
Pretty much, yeah.
Every movie he's in.
Yeah. He's what?
He plays Seth Rogen in every movie he's in.
Even in Green Hornet.
Pretty much spot on.
Even in the Green Hornet.
What about Michael Cera? Do I know Cera?
Same thing. Yeah.
Oh my
Which
God.
one is
same
he?
character.
He's super bad.
He was in Superbad.
Oh, that's Superbad?
Yeah, he's not McLovin. He's the other one.
He's so funny.
What about Aubrey Plaza?
He plays it. Listen, he played Michael Cera. His character, which is himself in that movie. End of the world or whatever it is.
That's the one where he
it's so awesome.
That's the one where he doesn't play.
It's so awesome what happened to him. He is.
Which one are you talking about?
This is the end. He's
this is the end. The movie you hate. You and RJ hated it. One of the funniest movies there is because they all play themselves. All of them. And Michael Cera, when he's in the bathroom with the old man.
Is that when they're in the house?
Yes.
And, they play themselves.
In the world. Yep.
Oh yeah, I recognize him.
Yeah. I would agree with that on Aubrey Plaza. But
I don't know her very well.
I'm like Zoe. She can play whatever she wants.
Yeah.
Yes.
With Aubrey, she can do the same thing.
Aubrey. Was she Parks and Rec?
Yes.
She came on strong. I believe.
Yeah, bad grandpa.
Yeah, man.
With De Niro.
Yeah, there's something nasty about her, isn't there?
White Lotus, season 2,
something
I
real
think.
Nasty. In a good way.
These last three are on the money. Number 3, Jason Statham.
He plays a transporter.
He's Vin Diesel with a brain.
Yeah,
is that what it is?
And a British accent.
He's awesome, though.
I do like him. I do like him.
What's the one that I did? Isn't there a clip where he knocks a guy in the pool right now and says, "That's for slapping a woman"? And they go, "That woman was my wife." He goes, "That's for slapping your wife."
Wow.
And he pushes him. I don't know.
Last 2 are Ryan Reynolds.
Okay, I like. You know what he does. Yeah,
which superhero is he? Green what?
Deadpool and Green
Deadpool,
Lantern. He
yeah.
was Green Lantern. Yeah, that didn't take. So he went Deadpool.
Was he really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was a bust.
Deadpool. He did a great job. I didn't like Deadpool 3. I got too much into
it's
number
not good.
2.
It's not good.
It's not good. It's what is it?
Not too good.
I didn't think so.
Number 1, see if you agree with this, Jason Bateman.
I like Jason Bateman a ton.
True.
He plays a cerebral smart aleck a lot, and he is such a great comedic actor. Great timing.
He plays a pretty straight.
I think he's the same dude. I think
not
well, not in Ozark, but in everything else, he is almost that same guy. Almost the guy like Ben Stiller in the Falkers, where he's not the anti-hero. What am I looking? He's the only normal one in the bunch.
Yeah.
But
I can see where they're saying that.
I can
kinda
too,
like you're
but
saying,
I like him
Raj,
in a positive way. Yeah.
I do too. And if you can go from horrible bosses to Ozark, you got some range.
Excellent.
I think.
Yeah, excellent.
Even if,
and what is the TV show?
Somewhere, but he's in different types of stuff.
What was the TV show?
That
was Sarah. Michael Cera was in it.
Arrested Development.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Also, David Caruso, I felt like was the same guy and everything. I mean, maybe character actor was the same, but
probably
David
true.
Caruso was always a cop.
You know what? Even in, I think he's a cop in Rambo, first Rambo.
Yeah, he is. He's
All
one of
right,
the shady
so there he
guys.
is. He's the other, yeah.
We have a new segment, Justin, coming up.
Is that?
We're talking about
Is
yesterday.
this it?
What's that bulge in his pocket?
that's
the
already
the last one went so well, we should probably add a few new ones. We're really on top of it. Speaking of, by the way, before we move on, I'm sorry to interrupt, Baz, but I'm kind of known for that on this show.
That's all right.
Trey Beatty! Speaking of which, go ahead.
It ain't just Raj, by the way. Did y'all ever, I was about a minute late jumping on this particular segment. Did y'all discuss what the answer to the
I told them off the air what it was. I told them off the air. If somebody wants some cake tickets,
I'm curious.
661-1037. If you know the theme of Roger's songs today.
Oh, no, he's talking about Family Feud.
Oh, I'm talking about the Feud, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about
I'm still curious about the
answer we did not give.
Correct, yes.
Right.
Because I'm blanking.
I won't do it yet. And if there's somebody listening and wants to take a guess, we'll give them some cake tickets if they want to guess it. If not, then we'll also the theme.
To do a complete 180, because it's kind of the name of the game here. Speaking of movies, I watched for the first time ever Crimson Tide last night.
Oh, you are kidding me!
I had never watched.
My gosh, we're getting that's our new game.
I thought it was awesome.
Oh my gosh,
I concur.
One of the greatest scenes of all time in movie making. Is when I concur when it's Hackman versus Denzel.
I'm like Raj. I love Denzel so much.
Yeah, man. I just do. I love him.
So anyway, go ahead with the new segments. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
That was a couple things I was trying to get out there.
We're gonna
in
do
the ether.
We're going to do a new segment where we either review a movie that none of us have seen, or we split it and maybe we do a couple. But anyway, we're working through the details on it. But you saw No Country for Old Men for the first time, and you saw Crimson Tide, and there's a lot of those out there for us that we haven't seen that we need to give our 2 cents to, and so. Yeah, that we have to. Listen. What did you give No Country for Old Men? What kind of movie did you think that was, Justin? Did you like scale of 1 to 10?
Dark. I thought you said what kind of movie?
No. Scale of 10 being the best, 1 being the least.
I really liked it. I thought it was really, really good, well casted, written. I would say 8.
Yeah,
maybe.
It won the Academy Award, right? It won the Oscar.
It did. A lot of conversation. Obviously, should have won over There Will Be Blood same year.
I know. I like this one better.
I did too.
Yeah.
See, I liked it better, but I think I don't know. It's hard to say.
Well, and you remember, Roger,
Daniel Day-Lewis is unreal as far as an actor, and he's in the. There Will Be Blood, but if you think I don't know if you guys have seen it. I know Josh just said he had, but
I've seen it a ton.
I mean, if you think the other one's dark, that one is way darker to me.
Oh yeah, it's depressing. It's horrible. I think I don't like it as much.
I don't either because of that. I think
it's got some. Both those movies have like pretty big ideas. I mean the No Country for Old Men is a bit more just like as a movie depressing, but I mean There Will Be Blood is like really sad.
It just goes off the rails at the end. It's just so good.
Well, that's the whole point. The guy is going off.
I know, but it's I know.
And it's just I don't know his performance, and he's just ridiculous.
But I tell you, what is it? Javier Bardem.
I mean, in a good way.
Yeah, Bardem.
Listen, I think he won the Oscar for No Country for Old Men. Have you seen it, Roger? Wow. Listen. There's something going on.
He plays every character.
There's something going. No, this was.
I watched him. He did a great job as the Menendez dad.
Yeah, he was in that. He is so good.
Oh yeah, that was him.
He's a great bad guy.
He's played 3 really good. He played Menendez dad.
Oh, that's right.
In Skyfall.
That's right, bad guy. That's right,
bad guy.
Yeah.
So yeah.
A couple of notes on our D3 Auto Sales text line. How does Will Ferrell not on that list? Some could say he plays the same character.
Sure. Someone says he's brilliant, but
that's right.
That's not wrong.
Someone says The Rock. Maybe The Rock is the same guy in all of them.
Totally.
And then last but not least, Roger, John Wayne. John Wayne sort of plays John Wayne in all of them. Yeah, he sort of does that.
Right. What about Clint?
Who?
Clint Sterner? Boss?
Here's a note to JM. My husband and I were on the front row in Tulsa Thursday night. It was my 16th Justin Moore show.
Wow, thank you.
Another amazing show. We enjoyed it so much. Thanks for always giving us your all. That's from Elise Parker in Northwest Arkansas.
Do you have any pyrotechniques or any of those things? Is that what they're called, Justin? You do any of that?
Like the
Dusty
flames and
Dusty. Nothing like Dusty.
No ponytail.
Think about doing that. No ponytail. You got Katie Sunshine coming out hula hooping or anything? Nothing.
No.
Someone says Adam.
You just sang.
Someone said Adam Sandler. That's another one that said that plays.
That's a good one.
Absolutely.
That's a good
Is
one.
the theme Heartbreak? Is the theme to your song Heartbreak?
No, it's not. It's not. Also, someone says Justin is no longer undefeated on Family Feud.
Yes, take that loss.
No, here's the deal.
Wow.
I didn't get beat.
No, here's the deal. That's not true. It's a push. The game was incomplete. So it didn't happen. So it's not, huh?
We beat him before.
We have beat
not him.
We beat him once.
Here's the other thing. The last few times we played it, we go, all right, we got a minute and 20 seconds.
That's right.
I know.
I mean, that's not.
I agree. I agree.
We can't do that.
No,
I agree.
Listen, as the owner of the rights to the game, Justin is still undefeated on that. And somebody did guess it because they Googled it on there. So the answer was the number 3 answer on there. If you were not interested, the question was, if someone asked you on a date, what's an excuse you might give if you weren't interested? Number 1 was in a relationship. Not interested was number 2. Busy, dating right now, and don't live around here were all in the top 6 answers, I guess is what it is. But the one missing was, I can't, I'm gay. That was the answer.
Are you serious?
I'm gay.
Are you serious?
That's what it was. I'm gay.
Nobody would have got that one. Nobody would have got that one.
Some person Googled it and found it on there.
That may be one of the worst answers ever.
No, but you're just going to have to prove it.
Yeah. Someone said this is
I would never
That's the
have gotten
answer.
that.
from the 501. This is a great answer about the movies. There Will Be Blood is a great movie, but it's not rewatchable. No Country is a masterpiece that you can watch over and over.
Correct.
Again. I think that's a fair evaluation. And by the way, too, Roger, you've seen the who's the Brolin?
Josh Brolin.
Yeah,
Josh,
he said that was the one that got him. He thought he was going to get paid like $70,000, and I think he ended up getting paid $600,000 for it. But that got him, put him on the map. Really,
is that right?
That role, it sure did.
Wow,
he was shooting.
I didn't know that.
He was shooting a Quentin Tarantino deal, or something. No, maybe the gangster movie. It was something he did. He did this as just on the short.
Was it with Denzel?
I can't remember what it was, but he tried out for it on film. And when they hired him, and he said it changed the direction that particular movie role. Yeah.
So he was. I mean, not old, but he was.
He was
older. Yeah. When he got his big.
Yeah,
movie break.
That's right.
Wow, I didn't realize
Well,
that.
he would go back to where Goonies, but he didn't do anything since. Really,
right.
So he was, and then it's funny because he's peaked. He's Thanos. He's like the ultimate bad guy. In the biggest movie franchise of all time.
That's true. Oh, by the way, my gosh, Cattleman says
Cattleman
said Roger played Roger in Antiquities. Is Roger?
I don't think he did.
Is Roger? But yeah,
I don't think so.
I don't think he did.
I've seen that. I've seen that side of it.
Yeah, I actually think I was typecast on there. And then someone said, "Is Roger gay?"
I do have to. Justin brought up, and
you know what?
Who cares if he is? He's not.
I want you to find out, sir.
One of the things, Roger, that I'm going to try to do is try to every day or every other day I can try to catch something, either a movie, part of a movie, a TV show. So yesterday I had a chance. I looked up. I saw American Primeval, which Justin had said he had started watching. So I watched that.
Yeah, when did we discuss that?
Last week? Must have been, last Thursday. Yeah.
Or text, wasn't it?
No, he said it. He said,
that's right.
But I'm telling you, that is a.
I said that on the show.
I think you did.
I don't even remember.
Roger, what was the name of the DiCaprio movie that was 3 hours of it? It was really good, but it's.
That's right. The Revenant.
The Revenant. It is Revenant crammed in 30 minutes.
That's right.
45
I forgot
minutes.
about that.
Wow. And I like the actor. The main guy in this first episode, he was the guy that was on the Marvel X-Men. He was the card guy, Josh, who's good with the cards.
Are we giving out spoilers here?
Tyler Kent.
No, it's a pretty new.
We won't do that.
Tyler Kent is in it?
Kish, something to that degree.
Tim Riggins.
Huh? Is that his name?
Riggins.
Yeah. Huh?
He's Tim Riggins. That's what people know him from. He's Tim Riggins in Friday Night Lights.
Oh, is that right?
Okay.
I've not. I guess.
Okay, all
is
right.
it the TV
Okay,
show or the
okay,
movie?
all
Okay.
right, okay.
I've not seen that.
Josh, if you and Raj have not seen this, because I don't remember the entire conversation when we talked about it before, yeah, I think y'all would both love it.
What?
I like stuff like
The
that.
American Primeval.
It's brutal, man. It is brutal right out of the
I like
gate.
shows that are
I mean,
brutal like that, then.
wow, you're really quick to jump on that. 661-1037. Hey, do you want to give a shout out to the Buzz and Arkansas PBS, Josh? This starting Thursday at noon.
I've heard.
You've got TV and radio coverage of all the state championships. Justin, when you played in your state championship, that you didn't have that back in the day, did you? How about that? Now they got TV and radio coverage.
I don't think so.
No.
But we also played the championship game at Pine Bluff.
Oh, that's right.
Now they're in Hot Springs, right?
They are.
That's right.
Yeah. That's a much nicer venue.
I'm pumped for it, and I get to be off during when the Benton Panthers play, which will be nice. Team that I got to cover the entire year, doing the public address for.
Yeah, what is it, 7:45?
I believe so, on Friday night. Yeah.
Yeah, you got Benton and Bryant. You got Mills, and who was there? The Morton Mills, Maumelle, Benton and Bryant, Central Arkansas, and PA girls all playing in the.
Benton and Bryant are both in it?
Yeah, how about that?
So,
wow. That's 6 and 7A, right?
Yeah. I think it's right? 6 and 7? Yeah. Hey, how many, I saw by the numbers today in the Democrat Gazette, how many wins did Kentucky have over top 15 opponents this year, which tied the Division I record held by Indiana in 92 and Duke in 78? I didn't realize this. Tied a Division I record with this many wins over top 15 opponents.
They had like 10 losses, too, which is the funny part.
Yeah, that's what's weird about it. They had 8. They had 8
Okay, I was
wins.
going to guess 9.
Yeah, and then guess how many regular season wins by Florida, the second most in program history. How many wins do you think they had?
25.
The second most?
Yeah, how about that?
And they won what? Two or three in a row?
Yeah, 2 national championships back to back.
Okay.
Yeah. That was Josh is close.
27.
27 is correct. Remember prize. How about this? For the second consecutive season, no University of Arkansas men's basketball players were named to the Coaches All-SEC Awards.
You say 7th?
Second consecutive season. So it's the first time Arkansas has gone consecutive seasons without an all-conference honoree since 91-92 and 92-93 when the Razorbacks were in the Southwest Conference. That's crazy, man.
I mean,
well, I know. Who would you pick? Who would you pick?
I think it's a good thing.
Is it Wagner? If you had to pick one?
I don't think he played well enough all year.
I would say Theroux.
Oh, Theroux. That's right.
He ends up missing, let's see, out of conference games, he got hurt against Missouri, so 5.
Let me ask you this. This last run, was it 4 games?
Yep.
Who would you say has been the most valuable? Because there's several guys that have all contributed. Brazil has, Wagner has, Nelly has. They're all have good numbers if you look at them.
Justin, you want to take it first?
Boy, that's a valuable is.
I've got a guy, but
valuable is different than the best. I got 2.
You want me to go first? You want to go first?
Go first, because I'll go with the other one if you don't pick.
So I'm going with Nelly because
that was one of mine.
All year, I've been really impressed by the fact that he started way off the ball. That we have the boogie injury, and then all of a sudden he's playing like 35, 36. I mean, he's playing basically the entire game now.
Right.
And to me, when I watch him, he is relentless. I don't think we appreciate enough how he just does not stop, and he might shoot poorly.
Davis,
Nelly.
Yeah,
but he never stops coming, and he never stops defending hard. And that's the one thing that I love.
These are his numbers.
He scored like 16, I think, over the last.
Yeah, that's right. Over the last 5 games, 15 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, almost 2 steals, 41% from 3, 77% free throw, but 15 points. You're right.
He's the Nelly we thought we were getting to begin the year,
and he's shooting off the bounce too, especially top of the key. He's been really good.
Yeah, he was the one, he was one of the 2. The other one, just out of when you say valuable, just because of the Theroux injury, my other one was Brazil. When you talk valuable, I mean he's been really good, and Adu has only had a couple of good games in that stretch. I mean he was great the other night or day.
You know what this says? You know what this says, Justin?
Brazil has been who saw that coming? I guess is my point. And he's been so good, but I don't think you could even go with Wagner too. I mean, I don't know that there's a wrong answer.
Listen to these numbers I mentioned earlier. Last 5 games, Wagner is the most, barely. He's got right at 16 points a game. Davis is second with 15. Ivisic has right at 13. Knox has right at 11. Adu has 10.5. Brazil has 8.5 and 8 rebounds. Richmond 7.5 points and 3.5 assists. But yeah, Brazil 8 and 8. He's averaged that 5 games in a row. I didn't know Adu had been 10 points a game in the last 5 games, 7 rebounds.
I didn't either.
I did a little jumper now too.
Yeah.
On the Brazil, and I mentioned this the other day, Justin. I'm not sure I don't know if you were on, but I think the brilliance of Cal's coaching job is pretty evident in Brazil. The fact that you've got a guy who's been hurt in his career underachiever relative to expectation, but
of course,
to keep him engaged and motivated, and this goes for everybody, but being like, your moment's going to come. We're going to need you. And the fact that he played as well as he did against Texas.
Yeah, because Josh, before this stretch, he's been playing sometimes 4 minutes a game, sometimes 10. I mean,
yeah. No, he's had some like 5s, darn near DNPs out there.
Right.
And then also, the fact that he's filling in the role of the best player on the team in Theo, and he's playing just as well, if not better, in that role. It's like that's talent accumulation and acquisition, and then also that's coaching.
What do you think, as we go to break, what do you think the line's going to be on the game Wednesday?
7.
I think we'll be favored, don't you?
Yeah,
even though what happened?
By that much?
Yeah.
Wow.
Lamont Paris has taken it to Arkansas 3 times in a row now.
We owe these guys, man.
I was going to say like 4.5.
We owe them. By the way, somebody says there isn't a 7 a.m. basketball. Brian is 6 a.m. Benton is 5 Okay.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I don't know.
That's right. Scott in Pottsville says
right now tomorrow's game at noon, Arkansas favored by 2.5.
Is that
what I say? Well, where else am I going to get the numbers?
Only 2.5.
What I say?
So
that's what he said.
So not 6.
So
that's what I thought it would be. I thought it would be closer to that as well. I was surprised you said 6 to 7. Someone says Scott in Pottsville says Danny Trejo seems to play the same character.
Same character, absolutely does. Absolutely.
So much so that his character in Heat's name is Trejo.
Wayne Grove? Wayne Grove.
It's Wayne Grove.
Right, Wayne Grove.
Someone says, Matt says, can we get Josh to say Slammarama-Roo on a broadcast?
Got to get a morning mayhem. Got to get a mayhem.
Got to get a morning mayhem, man, tonight.
Tonight on ESPN.
Got to get a mayhem, yeah. Got to get a mayhem.
Don't go away, 9:30.
The Zone Hotline on 103.7 The Buzz is presented by Jim's Razorback Pizza with 2 locations, Highway 10 past Taylor Loop and just off the Morgan Mall Mill exit.
March is Problem Gambling Awareness Month. Gambling is an activity that carries risk. Betting on the big game or gambling can cause problems for your family. If you are concerned about your gambling habits, get free help today at 1-800-GAMBLER.
This is SportsCenter.
For the first time in their program's history, Arkansas State women's basketball is going to the big dance. They beat JMU, who was undefeated 18-0 in Sun Belt Conference play. For the championship game yesterday, they defeated them 86-79 in overtime. Kristlyn Rose had 23 points as the Red Wolves finished the year at 23-10, 15-3 in the league, and pushed their way into the NCAA tournament. Arkansas State's men did not have such success. They lost in the Sun Belt championship game yesterday, 94-81 against the Troy Trojans. They finished the year at 24-10, 13-5 was their Sun Belt mark. Another Arkansas team trying to fight their way into the NCAA tournament. The Central Arkansas Bears, the number 2 seed, the Atlantic Sun, host Lipscomb tonight at 6:30 on ESPN Plus in one of the semifinal games in the Atlantic Sun. The winner of that game will take on the winner of Eastern Kentucky and Florida Gulf Coast. I'm Josh Neighbors for the Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
Warm and windy today with a high of 80 degrees in Little Rock. Tonight, clear sky, cooling off down to 51 degrees. Tomorrow, mainly sunny with a high around 78. Then tomorrow night, a 70% chance of rain showers. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Want to get in on the conversation? Shoot us a text at the D3 Auto Sales text line at 501-614-1037. D3 Auto Sales in Desart, the #1 independent dealer in the state, with the best prices and largest selection on pre-owned vehicles, including leveled and lifted trucks. Find them on Facebook. Whether it's football, baseball, or basketball, from high school to the pros, hit us up on the D3 Auto Sales text line.
Roger Scott for Gravely Mowers. You know, when it comes to beautiful lawns, nothing cuts like a Gravely. When it comes to cutting prices, there's nothing like Gravely's biggest sale of the year, Mow the Distance. And this year, it's even bigger than ever. Because on March 17th through April 19th, you can save thousands of dollars with 0% interest over 48 months on all models. So hurry on down now to your local authorized Gravely dealer like Chapel Hardware in Pine Bluff or Triple C Sales and Service in Conway.
Willie D's Rock and Roll Piano Bar open every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Cold drinks and dueling pianos. Deep Nightclub downstairs hosts karaoke on Tuesdays and DJs spin on Friday and Saturday nights. Visit WillieD'sPianoBar.com.
It's Justin Acree for CertaPro Painters, and CertaPro knows how important your home is to you. That's why they're focused on helping you bring fresh color to your home. You can trust CertaPro Painters to get the job done right, even in those hard-to-reach places. Free estimates, reliable communication, professional painting, all at the right price. And each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. Schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. They're always easy, and they get you a quote right away. When choosing a painting professional, the choice is simple. Choose happy. Choose CertaPro Painters.
If you have a passion for adventure and unmatched quality, then head to Honda of North Little Rock for the best lineup of quality motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides. They have Honda's best models and will find the perfect ride just for you. That's Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
March is Problem Gambling Awareness Month. Gambling is an activity that carries risk. Betting on the big game or gambling can cause problems for your family. If you are concerned about your gambling habits, get free help today at 1-800-GAMBLER.
The electric cooperatives got its start lighting Arkansas, and we continue to meet that demand with every resource we can deliver. We're powering your life where you live every single day through one of 17 local cooperatives, each unique, always united, and in your community. Our mission? To provide reliable, affordable, and responsible power to every corner of Arkansas. It's the local hometown cooperative way, because we're better connected together. The Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas.
Birch Tree Communities and Roller Funeral Homes present coverage of the 2025 Arkansas State High School Basketball Championships on 103.7 The Buzz. March 13th through the 15th, brought to you in part by UAMS Health, Hotel Hot Springs, and Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas.
This is Miss Arkansas 2023 Corey Keller, and you're listening to Morning Mayhem on 103.7 The Buzz.
2x4. 6x6. What is this thing?
This is.
It's a 2 by something.
It is 2 of.
2 times 2 hearts.
2 of hearts.
1988.
No one has called in, Baz, to give the answer.
This has
Several
been a great
people
day.
on our D3 Auto Sales text.
Roger.
Outstanding. Well, thank you, David.
Yes, I love you.
As the one who has challenged me, not in a negative way, but to say, hey, Raj, why don't you try this? Today I came up with it on the road into work because I thought, I'm digging. Now, tomorrow's a different story. I think the next time we do one, I'll have a guest picker will be who it will be later on this week.
Do we want Justin to answer it?
Justin?
Justin, you figure it out?
No, I haven't. And I think I did the last one.
All right, 661-1037. What do we have to give away?
We have cake tickets to give away.
We do. We have one more pair.
I thought cake.
One more pair of cake. One more pair of cake.
Until April.
Okay.
One more pair of cake. That's next month. Yeah. No, one more pair of cake tickets to give away. If you call in 661-1037, 661-1037.
I expect, by the way, Morning Mayhem fully assembled today after Justin made an appearance, a special surprise appearance at the Grand Ole Opry last night. Took his kids. How cool is that you were able to take your kids? Did they get to go play on the stage or anything? No.
They get any color and markers?
No. To them, I mean, they don't have a clue, obviously, and me even trying to explain to them, you know,
Southwood, you just throw a football.
At the Grand Ole Opry House,
right?
They don't know, but I did think it was cool. We didn't even get pictures, but it would have been cool to get them, you know, down the road. But we're playing catch right in front of the Grand Ole Opry sign.
Very cool.
With a football, then my daughter's got a softball, so I'm throwing one softball to her. She holds it. Then I throw a baseball to South. Then she throws her softball back. Then he throws and so we're doing that. And I'm looking up at
That's awesome.
It's a red kind of iconic backstage sign. And I'm like, this is kind of cool. And
Very
they don't
cool.
have
It's great. Yeah.
And they don't have a clue.
Baz would have taken
I wish
pictures
I'd have been
for you.
there documenting it. I just think next time just take
an
it dead.
opportunity. Well,
No
you got
doubt
to listen.
about it.
It's not a once in a lifetime deal. You can get it done.
That's
All right,
very
here's the
cool.
deal. I'm gonna throw out a couple of these songs that I
That's
played all
true.
day today, Justin.
Wait, no,
And
we got a call.
I got you.
Yeah,
I got you. Don't say anything, Justin, just yet.
Okay. But give me another chance.
I'm gonna don't say it. I'm gonna give you.
I only heard 2 songs.
I'm gonna play out most of the ones that I played today. Don't say what it is, because then we'll go to
maybe I can help if
absolutely,
needed.
absolutely. Here's what I played.
Great classic song from the 70s. Ba-na-na-na-na.
Two divided by love can only be one. And one is a lonely number. Two divided by love can only be sad.
Also,
I've got $2 in the jukebox,
$5 in a bottle, 10 more just in case that don't do the trick. Here's another one.
2 dozen roses.
That's right. We sang this on a plane, if I recall.
Sure did. I think.
I brought flowers to your door last night.
Also this one.
We came out west together with a common desire. The fever we had might have set the West Coast on fire.
Great songs, though.
2 months later, got trouble in mind.
Emmylou Harris.
Oh, my baby moved out and left me behind. But it's alright, 'cause it's midnight and I got 2 more bottles of wine.
Oh, here we go. If you can just put up with the stink for a little bit, Justin. Here we go.
Yeah, she's my lady luck. Hey, I'm her wild card man. Together we're building up a real hot man. We live out in the country. Hey, she's my little queen of the South. Yeah, we're 2 of a kind. Working on full house.
Here's this other one that threw people off. Played these back to back in belly to belly.
2 pina coladas.
That's right. That's right.
I was feeling the blue.
And those are the songs that I played today, Justin, with a few more on the line. Caller, who is this?
Jason, are you there?
Jason.
Hey, Jason, you're going to play for some cake tickets. Is that cool with you?
That's fine.
All right, here's the deal. If you think you know the theme of today's show with all the music that I played, you're able to take that guess right now. If you need a helping hand, Justin J. Bird Moore may be able to help you. But you can go ahead right now. What is the theme?
Is it the number 2?
It was all, I was coming in and going, what is today? It's Tuesday. It's a 2 for Tuesday. So a 2 for Tuesday came into my mind, and that's
Easy
why
peasy.
every song
Good
had
job,
a
Jason.
tune, in it. Justin, is that what you were going to say?
How did we pull it off? Yeah, that's
Nailed
what
it.
I was thinking.
Nailed it. Well, when I played the first 2 songs
job,
at
Jason.
6:30 and
You
coming
did good,
back,
Raj.
it was both Garth Brooks and somebody started thinking it was Garth Brooks.
What was your
song.
theme yesterday? What was
It
runs together, man.
Yeah, it did. What was
One.
it? No. I
okay.
have a few more of them. What was it?
It's, he's been doing it the last week and a half.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Good music.
It was it was winning and celebration and
celebration
things
of
like that.
Razorbacks when you're down overcoming and
overcoming about winning.
How do you
and all
like
that.
me now? That kind of stuff.
All that kind of stuff. All right. Well, Jason's got that one. That's what it is, and we'll this week. Not tomorrow, but maybe Thursday or Friday. Are we somewhere this week?
No, we're all in studio.
Okay, very good.
Then we start hitting the road.
All right, here's the deal. And I think we're going to have on Thursday, I've gone ahead and give the okie dokie to the Sanders boys, so they'll be coming up on Thursday unless something changes. We'll get them up here to talk about lawns. Last week we started the Gravely Tour. We'll do that again next week, but I'll have a guest picker. I've got a few of them who will pick the songs. Yeah.
Two things here. One, I've got a question for Roger. This one I want to read from our D3 Auto Sales text line for Justin. And Justin's the one who got me to watching this first season, or this, when I don't know what season it was. Will you ask Justin if he's watched the new season shows of White Lotus and what he thinks? You and Kate sort of turned me on to that last year.
Maybe the first episode is all.
Looks pretty crazy.
The first two.
Pretty wild and crazy.
I'm not sure how many's out. I asked my wife to whoever asked that question. I'm like, were the first two seasons starting off this slow? And she goes, "Oh yeah." So I don't know. I think this one's a little slower to me starting off.
Are you watching?
You agree with that, Josh?
I do, yes.
Gosh.
But I still like it. I'm ready for him to get somewhere. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm like,
me too.
Every time I watch an episode, and I think I've only watched a couple, I'm like, okay, nothing really happened again. But I really like the show.
This is for King of All Trivia, who has trivia tonight at Boudreaux's. He's got comedy tomorrow night at Pop's Lounge at Oaklawn, and he's got trivia Thursday night at Mainline Sports Bar. So, Roger, I expect you to have a chance to get almost all these. Justin might know because it relates to music.
Help me out, Jaybird.
So, no, Roger's way better at this stuff than me.
The Grammys in 1970. That was 55 years ago.
All right, sir.
The Fifth Dimension won Record of the Year for what said record?
I've never heard that name. That's a band name?
Up and away, my beauty.
No.
I know what it is.
It's the
Age of Aquarius.
Age of Aquarius, Let the Sun Shine In. That's one of it. The Isley Brothers, the same year, won Best R&B Performance for what? 3 words.
Twist and Shout.
What?
Oh, here, I got it.
Say it.
I got it.
Say it. Yeah, he got it, Justin. By great singing.
Wow.
That's it.
That's it.
That's
Justin, like one of
exactly.
All right, here's an easy one. Here's an easy one for you.
All right.
Same Grammys.
Yeah.
1970, Tammy Wynette won the Grammy for Best Country Vocal Performance by Female. Four words to this song, and it's obviously
I got it.
Say it.
But you can,
Say
Rod,
it.
you got it. You're Rod, you got it.
Do it.
Say it, Justin.
Oh, I love
Stand by your man.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, boy, I'm telling you, she was almost. Boy, when she was clean, she was one thing. But when she got on the juice, man, it was. She really. I mean, listen, she died early. She drove. You talk about rode hard. Jeez.
So Stand By Your Man is correct.
Well, imagine being married to George Jones.
Oh, no doubt.
Oh my God.
There is no doubt whatsoever.
Yeah, I think we've talked about it before, but like you hear all these stories about Waylon and Willie and
absolutely.
Hank Jr. And
you don't hear about the women that much.
The wildest one of the bunch was George Jones.
Straight up.
Did you see
the
clip
craziest one of all of them?
Did you see the clip I sent you guys with Waylon talking about he was trying to keep George Jones? He was drunk and he beating him up. Tied him up.
So George took a swing at it.
Last one, Roger. 1970, same ceremony.
Yeah.
Johnny Cash won the male category for
70.
Yep. What do you think it is, Raj?
1970.
3 words. A letter and 3 words. That should be
a letter and 3 words. A letter and 3 words.
So you had Tammy Wynette, the Isley Brothers.
A letter and 3 words. Is the name of the award?
Is the name of the song that he won the?
The song.
He won the male category for this song.
A letter and 3 words, because a
letter
could be okay. It's A.
In 3 words.
Is it a boy named Sue?
That is correct.
Yeah.
A boy named Sue.
Well, look here. That's what I pushed, and that's the song that came up. Look at that. Oh, here we go.
How about that? Stand By Your Man, Boy Named Sue.
Wow.
It's Your Thing, Aquarius. What a year.
No, that is Your Thing. That's what it was.
The last one for King of All Trivia before we go to break.
Go with the wind.
You know presidents better than anybody.
All right, sir. Well,
And before you answer, I
Not
want
better than
Justin.
Rex
I want Justin to
Shout
say.
out to RJ at Athens, Texas. Is he from Athens, Texas?
I think so.
I think so.
I want Justin to say yes, Roger. I think he's going to get this one. Okay. In 1930, this particular former president and U.S. Chief Justice was the first president to be buried in Arlington National Cemetery,
He was the
Virginia.
Chief Justice?
He was former president. Yeah. Do you know? It is 1930.
And he was the Chief Justice?
Yeah, well, I guess he was. But he was the first president to be buried in Arlington. I'll give you
Was
a
he
hint.
was he
I'll give you a hint if
was
you
he
want
a
me to.
general? Was he a general?
No.
Was he
I'll
is
give
he
you
a
a hint.
school in Searcy?
No. I'll give you a hint.
You already did by telling me that.
Who did you want to say yes to? Me say it to him or him
Yeah,
say it to me?
if you were going to.
now what do you say, Justin? Put your money down, red or
He's
black.
usually so good at
before
these.
the ball stops.
He's usually so good at these.
I was still trying to figure out who was supposed to say it to who.
I'll give you one
but
word.
I think he's posing the correct question.
Okay.
So yes, Roger, I think you'll get this.
I'm going to give you I'm going to give you a hint. One word. Ready?
All right.
Portly.
That's Taft.
That's my boy. That's
Yeah.
my boy.
I knew
300-pound William Howard Taft.
Oh, Willie.
The first president. 300 pounds.
300
at the time of it. Back then, man, that's a big president.
You know he stinks.
What?
You know he did. He had to because there was a lot. You didn't have wipes back then. You know what they say?
300 pounds.
Who's the guy that
no dude wipes back then?
No dude wipes back then, and they, I mean, he's a big old boy, so they just didn't clean each other as well as they,
Oh, my Lord.
Well, they just didn't, and those are the things I think about. You think about it too.
Yeah.
You just don't say it out loud. Maybe I should learn upon that.
Every time we talk about presidents on the show, the first thing and the only thing I think about is which was the guy that called about his britches.
Oh, my God.
The one from Texas.
LBJ.
Yeah, LBJ. Oh, my gosh.
And burps and belches.
One of the greatest clips of all
on
time.
the toilet when he's talking.
They cut me.
Yeah.
Don't say something like they cut me.
My bunghole. He said
Yeah.
bunghole.
A bunghole. Yeah.
Oh my God! All the way through. You know what? There's a difference between him and then the two clips that we have of JFK, where he's talking about, you know what? We got a bunch of fat kids out here.
Yeah.
We need to fix them. And guess what? Now his nephew is taking care of that. How about that? Now that I think about it. And then the other part is that
I didn't mean to throw us off kilter.
No.
I just said that goes in my head every time we talk presidents on this show.
By the way, did you all see? He did an interview at Shake Shack yesterday.
Yeah.
and it just looked repulsed.
Who did?
RFK.
I didn't think so. I thought he was happy to eat those fries. I don't know if those fries are. I don't know how much more healthy they are than vegetable oil.
We did get some answers. Crazy Dave was listening. He goes, Taft.
Yeah.
And so somebody said, I beat Roger. Listen, very good. You beat the king of all trivia.
Listen, every once in a while, I slip up. I think Marty Robbins wrote a song about it. Big iron on his hip. There's always somebody out there wants to try.
Come back and wrap things up.
All right, we're back. While Josh is fixing that, lost a whole. Yeah, take your time. Lost a whole block again. That's coming. All right, now tomorrow's Wednesday. Who do we have tomorrow, Bub?
We'll get Justin in now.
Yeah, we got him with us. Okay, we got that going on. Thursday we'll be in studio and we'll have Sanders will be coming up. I don't know if Justin, have you had Sanders yet?
He's coming up next week.
Next for you.
Yeah, we'll also have.
Did we just go to break and then come back?
I think we did.
It was amazing.
It was quick. Well,
yeah. Lost.
Wearing the purple pride.
Well, big night.
I know.
Trying to punch another ticket for the another women's program.
If they win, they go to the finals tonight, right?
If they win tonight, they go to the finals.
Yeah.
Is that a shirt from Bell and Sword?
Yeah. Pants are too. These are custom.
Oh, dude.
You got to touch them.
I will.
They're very soft,
that's
especially in this general vicinity.
New purple there.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Tonight, I'm excited about.
Yeah.
Heading up to Conway. I was so excited for Coach Rogers and Arkansas State yesterday. What an amazing win!
Down 17, come back and win, and then.
Boy, the men's game was incredibly entertaining too.
I know. They were up by 8 with like 6 minutes to go.
Just like I don't know if you guys didn't. I'm sure you had better things to do.
We watched it.
No, but it was if you watched the A-Sun tournament final for the men, it was the exact same thing. North Alabama came back, took the lead. They looked like they were in control. They had all the momentum, and all of a sudden Lipscomb's like, nope, just kidding, and ripped it away and pulled away, and like they couldn't get out of their own way. Arkansas State could not get a good shot the last 5 minutes.
I think they missed the last 10 shots, and
they took some bad
Troy
ones.
made 10 in a row, I think.
But they packed it in with the zone, and then they just had no answers, and it was tough, man. But a lot of credit. You need to take a break?
Justin, we're going to do that. Is it not shocking that's the first time for each of those teams to make the tournament? I was stunned by that.
Women,
Arkansas State,
for the
men
first
and
time.
women.
Well, the men
made it. I thought you said men and women, Baz.
Well, I thought
the men had made it for. You remember when Chico Fletcher was there in 99?
You said that.
I thought it was NIT.
No, they made NCAA 26 years ago.
We talked about that yesterday. All right, let's do it.
Okay, I'm going to tell you cool stuff coming up.
Roger Scott for Family Market Stores. Hey, we get it. You've got options. You could shop anywhere for grocery, snacks, or gas. But you know what? You chose us, Family Market Stores, and we couldn't be more thrilled. So we've got a little something to show you just how much we appreciate you. Save 5 cents a gallon every time you fill up with your Family Market Rewards card at any of our 4 locations. Craving a large fountain drink or a fresh cup of community coffee? That's another 5 cents off a gallon. Hydrate and save, people. It's genius. Use your rewards card inside any Family Market location to stack up on even more savings. You'll wonder how you ever shopped without it. Oh, and don't forget Big Monday. Mid-grade gas at the price of regular? Yes, please. And if you're cruising down I-40, stop by our brand new Mayflower convenience store. Grab a fresh Bahama Mama, fill up your tank, and fuel your adventure. Family Market Stores, saving you money and making you smile in Pangburn, Malvern, Shannon Hills, and Mayflower. Shop smart, save big, and stay awesome. Family Market Stores.
Fellas, if you're not feeling that same energy anymore, testosterone therapy or TRT may be the answer. Look for personalized treatments like you'll get with the experts at Low T Center. Low T Center brings over a decade of experience. Go to lowtcenter.com to book your appointment online. That's lowtcenter.com.
Are you dreaming of excitement and adventure? Hubbard Power Sports Can-Am and Sea-Doo of Russellville is the place to be. From the cost-effective and customizable Sea-Doo Switch pontoon boat to a one-of-a-kind Can-Am Spider, Hubbard Power Sports has what you're looking for. Looking for a Sea-Doo personal watercraft? Don't worry, we've got you covered there too. From a Can-Am Defender farm rig to the all-new 240-horsepower Can-Am Maverick R, we've got it all. With a large selection of Can-Am four-wheelers and side-by-side models in stock now. Stop by and see us in Russellville. Visit us at hubbardpowersports.com.
Every project is an opportunity, and every John Deere tractor is built for rising to the challenge. The Down to Earth package is built for breaking new ground. The Greenway Special is built for cutting time, not corners. And the Weekend Warrior is built for those who give it everything, even on their days off. It's your time and your land. Let Greenway help you make the most of it with 0% financing for 7 years. Visit gogreenway.com to get started. With approved credit, see dealer for details. Offer ends April 30th, 2025.
You choose, you win. The crowd goes wild. The 2025 Bud Light $10,000 Bracket Challenge is your chance to win a 50-inch TV. Submit a perfect bracket and you'll win $10,000. Pick 60 games correctly, you'll win $1,000. Registration is open now at 1037thebuzz.com. It's the Bud Light $10,000 Bracket Challenge from 1037 The Buzz.
Someone had a birthday.
Yep, 50. Can't believe it.
50 years of wisdom.
Great segue. We have health news, a CDC update.
Pneumococcal vaccination is now recommended for adults 50 or older. Says here, we're over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia than adults under 50.
I don't love those odds.
Same. Look what I found. Pfizer's Prevnar 20 is proven to help protect adults against pneumococcal pneumonia and invasive pneumococcal disease in just 1 dose, and millions have already gotten it.
Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you have a severe allergy to its ingredients. A weakened immune system may lower your response. Common side effects include injection site pain and swelling, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138. Visit Prevnar20.com or talk to your doctor or pharmacist.
I'm on Prevnar20.com now, scheduling my appointment.
Good idea. And happy 50th.
Tito's Handmade Vodka presents the 2025 Buzz Spring Golf Tournament, April 14th at the Burns Park Golf Course. Register your 4-person team now at 1037thebuzz.com. Special thanks to Twin Peaks, Michelob Ultra, and Corky's Ribs and Barbecue.
Good morning!
this day right.
Tasha's morning dance parties are meeting rave reviews.
Lose your phones and find your groove.
They need an ops manager to help their community dance the morning away.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, it's easier for talented candidates to find it, which makes it easier for you to hire them. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Progressive knows when you're on your boat, you're already on vacation. And Vacation You forgets all your worries. Vacation You doesn't even keep track of time and knows that time is a meaningless construct designed to control us, man. But Regular You knows you don't want to be too far out in the water after the sun goes down because Vacation You doesn't know how to navigate in the dark yet. Vacation You and Regular You really need to get on the same page. So bundle your boat with your home or auto policy and earn an automatic discount from Progressive. And spend the savings on the both of you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
All right, go, Justin.
And here we go. Joe Klein's in studio today from Corky's Barbecue. Jacob Morris from Pig Trail Nation will join us from the SEC tournament, previewing the games coming up tomorrow. Dave Warlock, speaking of the NCAA tournament, he is the media director for March Madness. He will join us coming up at 11:30. Proud Henderson State grad Eli Craner, 11:45. We'll talk about a new book that he wants to talk about. And Donnie Dugan's in studio talking about the St. Patty's Parade. Susan Irwin Prowse, thanks to Willie D's, will be in to talk about all the weekend entertainment. It's going to be fun. It's The Zone coming up 10-1.
So you've got your game tonight. We got Razorbacks tomorrow at 12.
Yes.
You got baseball tonight.
Razorback baseball against UCA.
Yeah, I got that tonight. And then UCA basketball, as we mentioned. Arkansas basketball tomorrow at 12. And then state high school basketball starts Thursday.
I've got some new projections from Lenardi and Palm, and also I got a projection on where Arkansas State's women might land.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
All right, Zone's up next. Thanks, JM.
The king of Arkansas sports talk, Randy Rainwater for Bet Saracen.
There's big news in the mobile sports betting business. Bet Saracen was just named the 15th largest sports book